Comedy Simp, the podcast you can't resist. Stephen Michael James, the host you won't wanna miss. From Seattle to the world, his humor will persist. Join the fun, get ready to enlist. Spitting fire on the mic.
Check 1, 2. I have started the recording process. Casey, you want to? You got a button on yours. Go ahead and click it on. Check 1, 2.
Check, 1, 2.
Check,
Can you hear me?
check.
There it is.
Are we all working?
How do I sound?
Beautiful, guys.
Now how do
What's
I
up?
sound?
We are back.
Hey, man.
Comedy Simp. Hey, is it okay if we turn the music down a little?
Don't make out with the foam.
Yeah. Oh,
Not
beautiful.
that I don't love this song.
Yeah, we're big
It's
country
mostly 'cause
fans.
it's-
Thank you.
Is that country?
All right, guys.
Yeehaw.
What's up, man?
Comedy Simp
What's
yeah.
up?
podcast. We are back.
Yeah,
I
man.
feel
Guys,
like
it's
one.
been a
That's
while.
exciting.
Returning, Casey Judson
I've
from
been-
Seattle.
Yes, hello.
For the
Casey.
first time, my boy, Dennis A.K.
Yo.
What do you think of these shades on me? Did they look
Oh,
ridiculous?
dude.
those
You
fit.
look
Those are
like
looking
a
good. You're
bad
looking
guy.
fresh.
You look like
I am a bad guy.
You look like the bad guy from RoboCop. Remember
Oh,
Kurtwood Smith, who played the dad from that
Yeah.
70s
Oh,
show?
okay.
Yeah,
He looks
yeah.
like he's ready to kill RoboCop right
yeah,
now.
yeah.
So.
Don't fucking bring in a RoboCop.
Yeah,
I'll
no
fucking,
no
That's
robots.
the only person in
Don't be-
danger.
Nope.
Everyone else is good. Any RoboCop
Yes.
should. Yeah.
Defund the Robo Police.
Defund the Robo Police. No, I love
yes.
I love the police. More police.
And then I got to do the stupid thing. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Blah blah blah. Say it at the beginning. There it is.
No, seriously, if you don't like and subscribe to Comedy Simp, you're an asshole.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and I'm
you're-
gonna die of cancer.
Yeah, you're
You
gonna
want him to
cause him
die?
to get cancer.
Yes, it's gonna be non-subscription cancer. You know, it's a lack of subscriptions. It builds
That's
up
a prevalent.
inside of you.
Yes.
Watch, watch people just start unsubscribing now.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna have.
Maybe we can kill him.
I will have negative subscriptions by the time.
I
Another
never
this
thought
episode-
I always wanted that
Unsubscribe.
kind of power.
Yeah.
I don't have the power.
Holy cow, guys! I can't believe it. It's
These
December.
are cute. I like these. They're nice.
Oh, so I have more. This show is constantly evolving.
yeah,
right?
I can see that.
Okay.
yeah.
You know,
This
we
is
have
new?
colors.
The
we
green foam?
The
the
puffy-
green. So
I like the puffy things.
next
on
I'm
it.
going to get. You guys know, like you ever watch the news and they have the little squares that go on the microphones that have like Channel 5. Like
Oh,
King
sure.
Kong.
Yeah.
That's what I'm
yeah.
gonna do next. I'm
Comedy
gonna go to
Simp.
those. It'll say comedy.
W-
Simp on it?
WW
Oh, hell
Yeah.
WCRComedySimp.com.
Actually,
That's
Casey,
great.
I got an idea. I think we should do a segment on the podcast where we could do it like the Seattle Comedy Report, and you
Do I
can
need to
stand
wear my
outside of
glasses?
like Comedy Bar and just talk about like what's going on in the scene.
Oh, you can have a correspondent.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, you could.
The
Yeah.
man
like
on the
Mikey.
street.
Oh, yeah. That'd be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like,
Shout
we're
out.
here with Seattle Comedy News, and this is Casey Judson. So
Oh, yeah. Hello.
it's been a hell of a year, man.
Hell yeah.
I'll be outside. I'll be like, is there anything funny
Strange.
going on in there? You know?
There better not be.
Yeah, there better not
Yeah.
Because I'm out here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
There's been a couple. There's this dude Trenton Cotton. He does some videos where he stands outside a comedy bar and he talks. It's all right, but
I've heard. I haven't heard his stuff, but I've heard his name a lot.
he's
I say he's really good.
very
too, yeah.
energetic. You know, Adam
Yeah.
Tip,
You say?
Trenton Cotton.
Trenton Cotton.
Yeah. He's out of Tacoma. He's an
cool.
opener for Nate Jackson. He's
Oh,
Mr.
dang.
Nate
Oh,
Jackson's
wow.
protege.
Oh.
I wish I
wow.
could be somebody's protege.
Listen.
Maybe Maybe I could be your protege.
Maybe
you
I'll
could
have
teach
to.
me. You know, first you had a
Yeah.
headlining set at Tony V's, then I had a headlining set at Tony V's. Maybe Dennis could be next. He's headlining
Yeah,
tonight here at the Whiskey
I
Mile.
think the secret to it
It's
is you
gonna be
gotta
so
ask
good.
the guy. Just hey, can I do it?
Yeah.
And then he'll be like, okay.
Yeah, it's kind of the magic, you know. There are these new comics. You'll
Yeah.
see some of them here tonight. And I talked to them, and I'm like, was I like that when I started? Because they just think that all these things are just so magical behind the scenes. I even remember Doris, who I did a show with last night, saying, "Oh, at the
Doris.
Shanghai, I heard you guys work blue." And I was like, work blue. I was like, what, have you been watching a lot of comedy documentaries? Like,
Yeah.
You mean we
what the
say
hell?
naughty poo-poo
Yeah.
words and stuff?
I thought nobody knew what blue comedy
yeah,
was.
we're working
Yeah.
blue.
Yeah, that'd be a
We're blue
comedian to
collar.
know
We
that.
do
So I was
blue collar
fucking this
down.
chick.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Until she turned blue.
Yeah, she turned blue.
Yeah.
That's
Because this is a
good.
blue state. You know, Washington.
Oh, yeah,
we
it's
we
choke.
love things that are blue.
It's all chokes,
Yeah.
choking.
Yes.
Even our comedy.
Oh my God, that's terrible.
Hell of a year. So you
I'm
guys know,
offended.
obviously you guys know each other probably from the Shanghai room.
We
right?
know each other not very well, but
Yeah,
enough.
well, I've seen you though. You're
Yeah.
great. I love your comedy.
Oh, thanks,
I love
man.
your
You
Dude,
too.
voice. It's
this
great.
guy
You're
is,
cool, man. You sound like Dave Chappelle, actually. You're the white Dave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Let's
You
not
know
play
You have a
what?
with
Dave
that's a huge
Chappelle
compliment.
accent.
You know what
I'm
I was
listening
just-
to him, and I'm like, he sounds kind of like.
Come
Who does
on,
he sound
man.
like? Yeah, he sounds like Dave Chappelle.
I don't know what you meant, Casey.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Click,
Nick,
clack.
Nick
I'll
Cody
take it.
doesn't think I should do accents of black comedians because I like to do Katt Williams sometimes.
Oh, Katt Williams.
yeah.
Because mine's not very good. You know, I'm not
Yeah.
like Dan Soder, but I'm like, Joe
I'm trying
Rogan don't want me on his podcast.
I want to do it. Katt Williams.
Yeah.
I love Katt Williams.
Yeah.
I've been trying a Bill Cosby impression, and it's been.
Oh,
a
yeah.
Oh, I
Bill
do. I
Cosby.
do. Oh, can we do? Let's do some Cosby.
You want to know how I calibrate my Cosby?
Okay, go ahead.
This is how I do it.
Rudy, I need to take a pee-pee. Theo, I need to take a poo-poo.
That's how I get
So-
into character.
I
I actually watched one of his specials just to really get it down. And
yeah.
like, say whatever you want about Cosby. Here's my deal.
Cosby
like,
pickup lines.
if there was
Would
no
you like
Cosby-
a drink?
there's no Cosby.
I
there'd
happen
be
to
no
have one.
Pryor.
I am a doctor.
Yeah.
Listen.
He's a
So-
good guy. He's a good guy.
Dana Carvey, you know, one of the best impressionists. He always says there's like a word or a phrase that gets him into an impression. And so for me, I do this Bill Cosby, and I say "you see," and that's how I get into it.
You say what? You see?
You see. You see is
You
how I get it.
see?
You see. Yeah,
Oh
exactly.
yeah. That
And
works.
so this
Yeah.
is
that's
Bill
good.
Cosby giving advice to Donald Trump. You see, what you got to do is grab her in the pussy.
Oh, he's never lived that down. That
Yeah.
whole thing.
See, you should never take advice from Bill Cosby.
Donald was just giving a warning.
Yeah.
He was saying
Yeah.
you can go in and you can just grab them.
Yeah.
That's how much they like celebrities.
Well,
And then it turns out that's true.
some of the women want him to do that because he has money.
Yeah,
I
they
don't
like
Uh,
they like that. All of them like that.
So I seen you around a while, Dennis. When did you start? When did you start doing comedy? Because you said something earlier that made me think you've been doing it longer than me.
No, I think you'd been doing it. I think maybe
Maybe go closer.
Kind of. Oh yeah, closer to the mic.
Go ahead.
You hear it?
Yep.
We good? Probably similar. I don't know, a couple years. I had a break though in a while. I still remember you called me out on one of the times at Water Wheel.
What?
Do you remember what you said?
Water wheel?
Yeah.
Really?
I was at
Oh,
the
dude.
Water Wheel. Do you
Dude,
remember what he told me?
He called him
no,
out.
no.
You were on stage.
No, because I barely remember Water Wheel, dude. I was so fucked up every time I went there. Man. Like,
Called you out.
and I only went
How
there 3
so?
or 4 times. But
Yeah.
yeah, what?
You told me I looked white from the neck down and black from the neck up.
Oh, that was you?
Were you,
That was you?
Were you
Yeah,
in
that was me, bro.
blackface that night?
Huh?
Were you in blackface
Oh.
that night? Then it would make sense. you know.
Yeah, that would
You're
make
like, yes, I was. I was,
Was
in
that the night where
full
Keon and
blackface.
that other guy were getting in a fight?
I think so.
Dude,
I
that
think it was
was
a weird
insane.
night.
Were you
it was
there?
a real weird
I was
night.
there for some fights.
So-
Keon Larry.
There's a lot
Oh,
of
I
weird
remember
nights.
there's
Yeah, there was this
Yeah, I remember
blonde
that.
chick.
Oh,
that
yeah, I
would
remember
go
that.
there,
Oh,
and
she
would
was
always,
wild.
And I
Yeah.
think she still hangs
What was
out
her
there.
name?
Rachel, I think.
Oh,
right?
Rachel.
I did respect her once I saw her actually go
Yeah.
up once.
She-
And
Oh.
she bombed terribly.
Yeah, yeah,
but, like, who
She's
of
from
us
Florida.
don't?
Well,
I remember
just,
she'd come out and talk.
I
and
remember
was
she
kinda
drank Budweiser, which I'm like, what fucking girl drinks Budweiser?
Delicious.
Holy shit.
Oh my god. Oh, sorry. I thought.
But either way,
I
yeah,
thought you meant it was
there
so
was
good.
something like she would talk to. I guess I heard. I don't know for sure. This is allegedly. She
Yeah.
said racist things to people and like maybe Keon or something like that. And then I just remember this
Oh,
fight.
dang.
I don't
From
have
Florida.
The
Florida.
I don't have the video anymore. I wish I did, but it's just Keon and this other guy, and he's like, "Fuck you." Fuck you!
I remember
Like,
that.
it
I
was
remember
just
that.
So, and you just hear PJ goes like, ha ha ha, like it was Rob on mushrooms. Like that was
That
one
tracks.
of those nights.
That sounds right.
Were you there when my friend Sam passed out? The little person, you know.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
We call-
He was a midget.
Yeah,
person,
yeah, I
small-
wasn't-
Yeah,
gonna say it, but
did
yeah.
Riles like put the microphone up to him so we could hear him snore.
Dude,
damn.
I miss 2023. I don't know. Was that a good year, Casey? Was
2023?
Was 23 better than 24? That's the question.
That's a good question. I don't know. That's a tough
Probably.
one.
I don't know.
Oh, so back to
Maybe.
when you started comedy, because this
Yeah.
is let's all weave it. This is the Donald Trump weave that I've been hearing about.
Oh,
We're
the
gonna
weave, yeah.
We're gonna weave things back together.
The
When did you
weave.
start comedy?
Probably like a couple of years ago, I think. But I took some break.
2021, 22.
20,
After
22
COVID?
maybe. Yeah, it was after COVID.
After COVID.
Yeah.
So Dennis, what
I've always wanted to.
what brought you to the stage? Let's just give us
Yeah.
a quick history. Dennis, A.K.
Quick history. All right.
Mike.
Sorry.
Who'd you
I
kill?
didn't. Yeah, right. I don't know. It's just
Who
I
did
always
you deal drugs to?
Yeah.
or still do.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, of course.
DM.
DM me if you want some.
Yeah.
No.
Please subscribe.
I
and
just,
subscribe to
I've
Mike
always loved comedy ever since I was a kid. Big
From here,
Carlin,
Washington,
big
or-
Pryor fan. I was born in Hawaii originally, but I
Where?
Hawaii, Oahu.
Hawaii.
Yeah.
Hawaii.
Oh, you were
Wow.
born in Hawaii, huh?
Yeah.
Where
He's
at?
like, dude, I'm too
Oahu.
white for this place. I'm gonna get sunburned. I need some.
Oh yeah, dude. I
Part of
was
Hawaii.
in the SPF like crazy. Oahu. I got my My grandpa was a pastor there. That was the end. People
Oh,
always ask me
wow.
if I was a military brat.
I'm-
Oh, that's how you got into comedy, because pastors like being a comedian.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, basically that's
Yeah.
what I told. Because my grandpa wanted me to be a pastor. And I was like,
Oh.
any kind of
A
comedian. I
Hawaiian
guess.
pastor.
It's like close enough. We both tell lies.
Like Sam Kinison, you know? His dad was a pastor, and he was a pastor.
But I don't know. I
He
mean,
was.
being a pastor in Hawaii, if you're gonna be a pastor, probably sounds the best place to do it, right?
Yeah,
You know?
God-
I mean, it's pretty.
God
Yeah,
is
it's a
more
pretty
there
dope
than
deal
other
for
places.
him. Like they love him there. He's an honorary Samoan chief.
So how long
Oh,
were you
wow.
there in Hawaii?
Oh, we moved when I was really young. I was 2 when we moved here,
2.
so I've been here most of my life.
Okay.
But we
And then
visited a lot.
What cities did you cut your teeth in?
Here?
Yeah.
Just Seattle mostly.
Seattle.
This is the only
Seattle,
place.
City of Seattle,
Yeah.
not Kent, not
Right.
Burien.
And was it
No,
painful to
yeah,
cut
I
your
mean, I
teeth?
live over there, so it was all
but
just easy.
Seattle. Your parents
Did it
brought
hurt?
you.
Did it hurt when you cut your teeth?
Oh! You're saying when I got here? I
Yeah,
thought you meant,
yeah.
oh! My bad.
Yeah, exactly.
Redmond
Redmond, there
was the
we
starting
go.
point. That was a jump
Redmond.
off point. Redmond, East Side mostly.
So this was before Redmond got into the $5 million single-family homes, right?
Oh,
this was
yeah,
in the-
definitely
You,
before the
you
tech
guys were in
boom.
the ground floor, and growing up, I met a couple people here from Redmond. Grew up
Sure.
here in the Redmond area.
Sure, it's because it's right over there, you know.
Yeah, well, no, I mean like on the podcast. There's a
Oh,
couple
oh.
I've had a couple
Oh, gotcha.
comedians.
Oh, I thought you meant in the bar.
Yeah,
I was like,
probably.
Yeah, they're probably
I mean, we're in
half of
Kirkland,
them.
right? Yeah. No, but there was somebody who,
Yeah.
somebody in particular. Brandon White, I think he. Grew
Oh, he's
up
from
in- I think
Redmond?
he grew up in
Ah.
Redmond originally.
Oh, he's cool.
Yeah.
He's cool.
Um,
He's the big white dude, right?
Yeah.
He's great. I saw him at 4B's once, and I brought a friend with me.
Uh-huh.
That is a black friend, and he doesn't really like attention
White
too
people,
much,
no.
right? White people,
Especially
but
big ones,
I
but-
brought him to his first
yeah.
like open mic, and I was like, let's go sit up front. It'll be fine. And the first. The first,
4Bs,
the
you
next,
said?
yeah, 4Bs,
Oh,
like
God.
the
The 4Bs?
bomb
Like
shelter,
right up there.
4Bs
dude.
was wild.
The
Yeah.
first comedian that goes up tries to get him to say the N word. He's
Oh.
like, cause you can say it, but I can't. He's
Yeah.
like, I'm like, dude, not every black dude is cool with saying
Who was
it.
that?
So, huh?
Do you remember who that was?
He was
Oh.
some like no-name comedian from like Oregon.
Oh.
And he was like, he just came up to Seattle for some light racism.
That guy's name, Nick Cody.
Yeah.
But Brandon White, like,
not from Oregon.
he stuck. He
is from Oregon.
he
Yeah.
just reeled into this comedian, dude.
Yeah.
He hit him hard, and he apologized to my friend. So,
So
shout
what?
out to him.
So
Brandon
tell us
White.
about
Thank
the
you.
break, man. What happened with the break? What was and then like you said
like
you got a
some
girlfriend off
Serious
and on.
investigative shit.
So,
Huh?
Serious investigative shit here.
Oh yeah, I
Is that
know.
about you?
Really,
Dude, I
I feel
don't
like I'm in
even
the
know
Then
how-
what did you do?
Yeah, right.
And also, I don't even know how old you are. You could be anywhere from 19 to 35. Like I don't know.
I'll take all of that. I'm actually 40.
Oh really?
Yeah,
Oh no
I'm
shit.
older than I
Nice.
look.
Yes.
I work
39,
older than-
39.
Me
Old
too,
guys.
me too.
Old
Yes,
guys.
millennials.
I'm few
Now,
old
I'm
white
37,
guys.
now
so-
we are cooking. Is
Yeah.
what the kids say. So, what were you doing up until comedy? Because I mean, just like me, I didn't start till my late 30s. So what was the story, man? What were you into?
So like before comedy,
Yeah.
I mean, I've always loved comedy. I never,
But
I
what
mean,
would
I always
you
wanted to do it.
Did you just
I-
work and
I
go
worked.
home,
I
or
worked at
did you go to
Trader
jail?
Joe's.
Did
That
you
was the
did
thing.
you do DJ?
Jail.
Oh, you think what kept
rapping?
me from it? Just my own fear. I think.
No,
I was
no.
being a
What were
baby.
you doing? What was your hobby
Oh, I
before
work at
comedy?
hobby.
Yeah.
I like.
Something had to have taken a part. What was your life before you started doing comedy?
Well,
What was your goal? Was it chicks? Was it girls? Was it getting
I mean,
high?
it's
Was
always
it
a little
money?
bit, right?
Working all the time?
Jail.
Getting stoned.
you have a
I'm
kid
a big
really young?
stoner.
It's
I
like
love the sweet. No kids.
Ah, no kids. Okay.
Well, he dodged a bullet there.
You ever kill any pets?
I
mean,
not
put 'em-
It's your
intentionally.
business. It's your business.
Not intentionally.
Oh, yeah. So who hasn't accidentally killed a pet?
Yeah.
That's normal.
I mean, so guys, I had hey, what's up, man? 2 pet rats when I was a
Oh,
kid.
really?
I hate mice, and this is and rats and rodents for this reason.
But you had them.
Did you
Oh,
punt
for
a
this
rat?
reason,
Did
you
you
did.
punt it?
No, so when I was a kid,
Oh, no.
I had pets. I was okay with them when I was a kid. I had one. So imagine like what's a nice place next to a shitty place here in Washington?
A nice place next.
Like a nice city next to a shitty city.
Oh.
What would be a good like? Is there anywhere near Bellevue that's shitty, or like what's next to?
Brenton? I don't know.
What if you think Bellevue's shitty?
I mean,
Bellevue's
let's
wild, man.
okay. Let's
Yeah.
just say.
It's
not
like the whole city is a mall.
Let's just say.
Yeah, it is.
North.
No
let's-
homeless people.
Let's just say like
Zero.
the nice part of Everett versus the shitty part of Everett, right?
Yeah.
There you go.
So
Yeah.
I had
the
a
nice part of Tacoma.
I had a rat. I had this
Good one.
pet rat that I got from Petco, and it was from the city of Davis. So,
Okay.
and I was from California, Northern California,
Okay, shout out.
Davis, California.
Davis.
University of California.
No cows.
Huge fucking medical college, veterinary college.
Yeah, no kidding.
Got this rat from Petco. It was nice, and I was like, this rat needs a friend. So I go to get
Yeah.
another rat. I don't go to Davis. I go to my town of Woodland, the shittier town, the
Okay.
town with no college.
Are you trying to find a gangster rat?
Yeah. And we go to the pet factory. We don't go to Petco. We go to the pet factory. You go in there, it's like if you go to Petco, these rats are nice. They have 4 or 5 to a cage. Go to the
Nice.
pet factory. There's like 100 in a fucking
Oh,
fish
no.
tank, and they're all crawling on each other.
That's what they
And
get for
so-
calling it the pet factory. That's
Exactly. Yeah.
It's
yeah.
like ching ching ching.
It probably started with just 2 rats, and then it
Yeah.
just continued to multiply.
Oh,
And
okay.
so I had
I
this
guess we'll
other
start a
rat.
store.
So when did the
And-
rat fuck the other rat?
No, so this is what happened. The rat from Woodland ate the rat from
Oh
Davis.
no, it ate it. It's worse than fucking it. I tried to be shocking with the
Yeah,
fucking.
it
No,
ate
it
it.
ate the
It.
rat.
Now,
Oh,
I
no.
just ate it
Now
whole?
I feel like
Jesus.
it's probably my fault. I probably didn't feed them, and one of them probably died of starvation, and then the other one was like, "Well, I'm just gonna eat."
No,
the other,"
you have kids. You have kids, right?
But I don't know. What? I have a kid. Yeah.
Oh, if
I
you had
didn't know
another
rats
kid
ate
and one of your
other
kids ate the
rats.
other kid,
Yeah.
you'd be like, "It's me. I just,
Yeah.
I kind of
yeah.
let them play, and I thought
Yeah. I should.
now one's dead." And
I should have fed the kids, and I knew this was gonna happen.
Got you ready for big.
Maybe-
Oh my god!
Maybe that's
Was
why
the
I'm-
rat like?
uh,
Yum yum yum.
I was gonna go into something about homeless people, but I'm not. No, I haven't had enough.
How did
drinks
you
yet.
know
Yeah.
the rat ate the rat? Did you just see?
Oh, because
the
I was
big
like, "Oh, mom, I
rat-shaped-
can't find this rat, but there's something weird in the cage." She's like, "That's not something weird," and it was the carcass. It just had like a little bit of fur left on it.
Ah, nasty.
And I hate and like
Something doesn't look right.
and then we lived in like shitty houses that had like rats like running in the walls and shit. So
so you could use them now to
No.
do to get rid of the other rats.
I would like
Yeah.
I could do a show for rats. That would be cool. Comedy show for rats.
Comedy
you
show
know?
for
Yeah.
rats.
Entertain the rats.
Yeah.
Just go to pet
Oh,
stores.
dude! Outside of
Rats don't laugh. At
No,
all.
what is it? Backfire Moto. I saw 2
Oh.
rats fucking go across the street out there, and they were just cruising. I was like,
I
those
saw
are
some
not the
outside,
rats that I
too.
grew up with. Those are fucking rats on. Those are rats on fentanyl, man. Those are, they're ready to go.
They're big ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I
Good
don't
old
know,
backfire moto.
Why did we start talking about
I have
rats
no.
feeding? I don't know.
I don't know where we got derailed.
But
somewhere.
anyways, because of Redmond. Whatever.
Oh,
Shitty
Redmond.
I
part
think
of
you were like,
Redmond
"How was
rats.
your
So
childhood?"
after-
Anyway, the rat ate the
A
fucking
lot of
rat.
rats in Redmond.
So, what were you into growing up? Like,
Growing
was it,
up? When I was a little
Sports
kid,
or-
I mean, I played baseball a lot as a kid.
nice.
But that's thanks to my kind of adopted family. They're not really,
what
but just
position do you
one of my best friends. I call him a cousin. We're real close.
This guy's a mystery, man. I can't get into.
Yeah, I'm
He's
sorry.
like, I
There's a
don't-
lot.
He's like,
Did you eat him?
maybe.
Yeah, yeah.
Sorry.
This is why,
That's how I got
Dennis
so
ate
big.
his friend and
I
they
ate
got
my
in the
friend.
witness protection agency. That's why
Do you like
I don't even know his
baseball?
last
Should
name.
ask
It's
him
just,
baseball
I just know him as
questions.
AK.
Yeah, AK.
So the
It's
officer,
nothing to do with guns.
Dennis
It's
AK
like-
robbed me. He's like, who the fuck is
How far
Dennis
did you
AK?
go with your baseball career?
Not far. So my cousins, they're all behemoths. They're all like
Oh.
6'8", 300
Oh my
pounds.
God.
Like
Oh,
the
man.
youngest Lucas, he was when he was like 13. He was getting
So
scouted.
he's like the Rudy of his family. over
yeah,
here,
yeah. He was
you know?
getting scouted by the AAA at 13.
Oh, wow.
He had the most home run hits in his little league.
Oh, damn.
The closest kid to him was 2, and he had like 20 or something like that,
Oh,
or
man.
18,
Wow,
like just
wow,
insane
wow.
amount.
Yeah,
But it's making it to the majors is hard.
Yeah, no doubt.
He took a different turn. Now he wants to do like I don't know mental health stuff and all that.
All right, let's see. How can I rephrase this question? Chat GPT.
Oh, ChatGPT, yeah.
Transport us back to
What-
when you were in high school.
Okay.
Right? We're talking about
Yeah.
early 2000s.
Yep, skater kid.
What are you doing after school?
What am I doing? Getting high, playing
Who
Tony
are you
Hawk.
hanging out with?
Oh, you can't
Uh,
Spending your nights doing? You hanging out with any
ge-
girls, boys? You got? Do you have a set of boys you hang out with?
Yeah, I had
Skating,
some
you
close
said?
friends.
Doing some
Yeah. Me and my good friend Casey, we were big skaters back in the day.
Oh,
we
you had
just
a
used
friend
to go
Casey?
out
You know,
look
I
for
once had
spots.
Taylor Clark feature here at the Whiskey Mart.
Yeah.
He
Taylor
was-
Clark. I actually took his class.
Oh, did you?
Yeah. At
Now
Club
we're
Comedy.
okay. It's all coming together.
Yeah. At Club Comedy, I took his class. He was solid. He's very funny.
Yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. No,
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
one of the best.
Yeah.
Best that Seattle has.
I used to know him from the Jai Tai days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's why you're a legend, man. You don't even know it.
He used to roast me all the time. I didn't get it at first. I thought, oh, this guy hates me, and then I go, oh, that means he likes you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He roasts you. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah, you know.
He sounds a lot like Norm Macdonald, that guy who was just up there. Except for
this-
he's not funny, you know. He's like
To this
unfunny
day-
Norm Macdonald. You know?
To this day, I don't know if J Marks likes me or not. I feel like
Oh,
it's,
he plays it close
I
to the vest.
I
yeah, he
feel
does.
like
Yeah.
he's bipolar. Like some days he actually does like me, and some days he doesn't. You know.
He always gives
Might
off
be
that
the case,
impression.
you
He's
know?
not a warm,
Yeah.
touchy-feely guy.
I like seeing him like goofy though. Like, have you ever seen him on
Yeah.
stage and he's just super smiley and like?
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
what got into him? I want to have what he's having. You know,
Yeah.
Mr. J Marks.
Shout out to J. Marks.
Yes. We talked
Yeah.
about the bomb shelter. See, we're weaving it back together. R.I.P. to the bomb shelter. Went out there a couple times.
What? It's called the bomb shelter?
4
4
Bs.
Bs.
Yeah.
that was what's
I thought there was another mic called.
Well, he apparently before my time, he had a mic at the Shanghai called the bomb shelter as well.
we did.
That's what I hear. That's
Oh,
what I
It
hear.
kind of just moved over to
Oh,
4 Bs.
it didn't last very long. I remember. I think he did one.
don't say.
I was at it. I was actually at it. I did.
So-
one, I think he did one, and then he asked for a certain amount of money, and they were like, no. And then he's like, all right, never mind. I quit. But anyway, whatever.
All right.
Let him tell that story.
Let's go
Once
back.
money gets put down.
You're my
Yeah.
age, coming from the time we had Limp Bizkit, Eminem,
Limp Bizkit, yeah.
Korn, Britney
Yeah.
Spears, Christina Aguilera, Backstreet
Yeah.
Boys, all my favorite
Backstreet's
artists.
back. All right. Don't make it.
I
But
grew up
what-
with a lot of black influences.
but-
Like
but-
half of my family's black.
Per-
I had a
oh,
joke where I said
beautiful.
I would be you if I listened to less 106 in Park and more Lincoln Park.
I did. I saw Linkin Park in 2001. Man, that's so funny.
It just rhymes, man. I'm not trying to put you
No,
in a bubble.
no. All right.
Doesn't even rhyme. It's just the
Skating.
same word.
So tell us what about your 20s, man? What was your 20s?
20s.
Where were you working? What were
I
you
just
doing?
I had Trader Joe's, man. I've been at
Trader
Trader Joe's for way too long.
Trader
not to
Joe's.
say it's a good
Let me
grocery
tell
store to
you
work at.
something.
Whatever.
There's a new
Blah
Trader
blah.
Joe's in Everett.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They just rebuilt half of the mall and they put
Yeah.
a new Trader Joe's.
We're getting another one in Greenwood,
You know.
Is there
right
still
next to
stuff in it with
Shanghai.
that?
I
Actually.
don't
Is
even.
there stuff-
I don't shop there, but you know.
Oh.
Yeah, that's fine.
I used to go there a couple, but it's like I just feel like their food's so gimmicky. you
Yeah.
know,
Oh
like-
yeah.
Like everything.
You're not wrong.
I actually like some of the stuff that's I'm a lazy guy, so
Yeah,
I like
yeah.
the stuff that you can just throw in the oven.
Oh, you're
like,
the guy
bake.
that they want shopping there.
So
then.
you know,
Yeah,
you can get your
That's all they
Prepared
want.
meals.
your potato
Everything's-
pancakes for your
Oh,
your,
yeah.
your Hebrew friends, and you can get
The
some,
latkes.
like some healthy cheese sticks and stuff like that. But
A healthy cheese stick? Does
Yeah.
that exist?
I think so.
A lot of their food isn't really all that
vegan
expensive.
Oh
cheese
yeah,
sticks.
I feel you, yeah.
Yeah.
They definitely, you
Well,
know.
I know. I do a lot of Winco shopping myself.
Winco.
Winco.
Okay,
Winco,
okay. Listen.
Safeway.
I actually like Whole Foods. I like.
Yeah,
Whole
I was a
Foods stuff.
Safeway kid big time. I
Yeah.
grew up right behind a Safeway.
So you've been here,
Safeway-
Washington,
shout out
pretty
to
much,
Safeway.
your whole life, huh? Ever since
Yeah, for a
you
long. I mean,
didn't-
I visited.
No stretches outside.
I visited. Not really. What's up, Rick?
Hey man, another Shanghai host.
Yeah,
Rick
in
Chapin.
the building.
Chapin.
Chapin.
Chapin. Dude, you want to sit
Rick
down? Pull up
Chapin
a chair. I
Carpenter.
got another mic. Oh, all right.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why? I don't mind. I'm doing it.
That's all right. I was at
No, I'm contributing.
Mr. Rick over here. He
I'm
gave me a
making it.
great introduction. I was at Shanghai on a
Yeah.
Wednesday a few weeks ago. You were there, I think. I had to.
Oh yeah, no, I saw you there. I think I saw you there, right?
You were there. Oh,
Yeah, yeah.
You guys are both there.
Yeah.
I don't think I was there.
So, how was Dino Dad the first guy to do Shanghai open mic, or was there an open mic there before him?
That's a good question. Well, there was the J Marks, that one you said.
Yeah.
That he did for a day.
I thought Dino
Grand
Dad
opening,
start-
grand closing. Yeah. Oh, I
Well-
think Dino Dad. Yeah.
Guys, I'm what they call a data collector. I listen to a lot of
Yeah,
podcasts.
you like to know a lot of
Yeah.
information.
I do.
That's
I'm
good.
very.
Someone's got to
interest-
archive the comedy scene.
Well, I'm interested in. Well, there is no. I mean, I want to be very respectful about this, but as
you-
far as the national, as far as what America sees, there is no comedy scene in Seattle, Washington. You know, in
What?
fact, people even joke when comedians say they're going to Tacoma. They're like, "You're going to Tacoma," you know. It's like, and I think it's you're never going to have a comedy scene if people don't document it, if they don't show it.
Yeah.
And there's
Sure,
just
yeah.
a lot of comics are great. They're really funny people, but they're horrible at promoting themselves online, or they're
Yes.
just not even interested.
Yep.
I'm
Man.
one of those guys that's the opposite. I'm not a great comic.
Yeah, you're good at promoting.
But I'm great
But
at
I can
promoting.
promote.
Yeah, you're
And
you
so
got
I'm
it.
trying to,
impressive.
and
You got it, man.
when I
for
got
real.
friends like you guys, I like to promote you guys as well, you know, because
Oh,
it's
thanks.
like
Yeah.
we're all, look, if Casey has a friend that
In
goes
just
to
in
the
case I got
show-
a friend.
Yeah, if he, let's just pretend
Yeah.
Yeah.
that Casey, somebody like Casey.
I
enough.
have a lot
Yeah.
of friends.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Yes.
Now it really sounds like I don't have any friends.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have the friends.
I swear.
Yes. They're not from the sober living facility either. They are
Yeah.
actual
Yeah.
people.
And
that
I'm not
he-
paying them or
Yes.
nothing. Yeah.
They are people that he once met through, you know, any
Real
means
life
necessary.
Here's
time.
my friend. Here's my friend from the strip club, Becca. She's over there. We're friends.
Totally not paying her at all. I
Until I
swear.
ran out of money. No, it's good.
Becca, you know, any girl named Becca and not
Becca.
Rebecca,
Isn't that a good one?
she's
Becca, yeah.
she's-
She sounds
She's
shady.
got some, yeah.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
know.
The shady Becca's out
Yeah,
there.
Shady Becca.
That's like Becca's probably the name of the gal.
I
who
should
was
tell
with
my
Chris
friend Becca
Farley
that.
until he
Oh,
died,
yeah,
and then
I
just
know.
left right when he died.
She
She was like,
probably
I gotta
took-
go.
She's like, well, you're not going to need this Coke, and takes it with her, you know.
He was like, oh my God, he's dying of a heart attack. I have to go now. Bye. Yeah.
I
So
love
sad.
Chris Farley, man.
Yeah, of
Like,
course. Who didn't love Chris Farley?
You know, I
Well,
One of the
Chris
greats.
Farley.
Yeah.
You know he has like
Chris Farley didn't love
yeah.
Chris Farley, but
I
everyone
don't know
else-
if it's not a Guinness Book of World Records. It's like this weird fact about him. Like he's the only person that has like shat out of the window of 30 Rock.
I heard
Like,
that
he,
story.
Like he put his ass out the window and just
Oh,
just
man.
I don't know.
full
Did
on.
he really shit? I don't know. If
I
he
think
did.
it's something like that. I don't
Oh.
know. Well, that's hilarious.
I
to
remember
me.
the story with Jay Moore because he said that him and I forget who the other famous guy that they had shared a writing room together. To writing, you know, I think it's
I know
Tracy
David
Morgan.
Spade,
Might have been
Chris
Tracy
Rock,
Morgan,
maybe,
actually.
Yeah.
But anyway, they said every time Chris Farley would just wander in, they would always try to like keep him there.
Yeah.
Because he's so amazingly delightful.
Yeah.
And he would go with whatever bit you had. You know what I
Uh-huh.
mean? They would actually call him the sun. Because he was so joyous, like the sun.
Yeah.
Literally, he's so full. You're miserable trying to write your thing,
Yeah.
taking comedy seriously.
Yeah,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? And some people just can't turn it off.
Yeah,
They're
yeah.
always like
Like
that.
Farley.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Robin
You-
Williams was like that.
Yeah,
too.
he was like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I sometimes I feel like that. Like I get pretty down and stuff when like there's 1 or 2 people around, but the more people show up, I get kind of excited and like
Yeah, you're always seemingly in a good spirits.
But I
more
will
often than
say,
not.
you know, the
Extroverted.
last few weeks, you know, been taking some time, not doing a lot of comedy. You know, we had that freaking power outage that happened. So we didn't have
Yeah. I
remind
drove
you.
here for
Oh,
that.
did
For
you?
some stupid reason, I did not look at the Instagram,
and
and
then-
I drove here.
okay,
I was
so
like,
let's-
"This is definitely
It's
not
pitch
happening."
dark. Oh, the
Let's-
power
yeah,
was
it's
out,
dark as-
right?
In fact, let's
Dark
just
as
go
night,
back
yeah.
to
Power
3
was out.
weeks ago.
Yeah.
3 weeks ago, I was not here. Me
True.
and my friend Brian Fukuda, great funny comedian.
Kuda, I like him. He's
Yeah,
my
he's
friend
good.
Jake, who is not a comedian, but he goes to a lot of local shows.
Okay.
We went down to Tacoma and to see Greg Fitzsimmons.
Oh yeah. He asked me.
yeah.
I was gonna go. I forgot.
Oh,
About it.
yeah.
Was he good?
He was very good.
He's professional, man. He
I
knows
loved
stuff.
him, and it was the first show on a Thursday.
Yeah.
So pay attention to this, because you know if you want to be real,
I'm locked in.
People who listen to this show for educational purposes, listen to this.
Okay.
So the early show is always hard. You know, it's like I think like
For the
nowadays.
comic, you mean?
No. So typically,
No, for who,
how
I
it
mean.
used to be would be 5 shows on a weekend, 2 on
Yeah.
Friday, 2 on Saturday, 1 on Sunday.
Okay.
Now they started adding Thursday shows for people that are popular, and I think the Thursday show's good for. And it's only 1. They don't do 2 on a Thursday, just 1. And it's kind of warm up, you know. And so this was Greg's
Get the
kind of
gears
warm
rolling.
up.
Okay.
And his, no disrespect to the person that they had hosting, but his host was like, it just makes me question everything about comedy when I see certain people on stage at a professional comedy show, and I'm like, dude, have you ever done this before? Like,
Who was this bum? Expose
host-
him.
Yeah.
all
this
right,
is-
I'm going to say his name because he probably doesn't listen to this podcast, but his name was like Robert Cash Moore.
Okay. All right.
Oh,
And-
that guy. Oh,
And he was
he's
nice.
supposed to be good.
He had great
yeah.
energy.
I heard he was the best.
He had great energy,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
he didn't have his stuff down. He didn't have his notes down. And I just feel like if you're going to be hosting for a professional like Greg
Well, like, what did he
Fitzsimmons,
do? Did he slip up or
He
what?
just was like, he'd just be like, okay, so yeah, I gotta say this, and yeah. That
so-
are we
like,
good? We good?
so
fam?
he, so
You
he
know,
brought
like-
he brought the pad into the
Well, he
situation.
just-
Oh, like
just
instructions.
didn't-
Was he
to the
trying to
crowd-
use it as like part of his
instructions to the
bit?
crowd? You mean?
You know?
I don't know, man. It's just I feel like a host has to be. I feel like not everybody could be a host.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
could have many different
Sure.
kinds of
There's-
comedians.
Oh yeah, listen.
But somebody like, if you want to be a host, you gotta be into being a host.
yeah, you
And
got
there are guys
you
that
gotta-
host, and girls that host down in Tacoma
yeah.
that don't want to host, but
Yeah.
they're doing it because they want to get the money and they want to
Yeah.
get the extra minutes.
Yeah.
You know. And,
Yeah.
There's that worry of like you don't want to get stuck into hosting, all right? Like I think that's why Noah Dino Dad stopped doing Noah Rubin.
Yeah.
He stopped doing the hosting thing because he wanted to focus on his material more or whatever.
I would love to hear Dino
thi-
Dad do some like super dark like.
Oh,
just,
yeah.
He just all
Oh,
his
yeah.
stuff is very like his brand. And
Yeah,
I just want
yeah.
him to just do
Very
like
excitable.
I just want him to. I want Dino Dad to go like full Rob Conroy and just start talking about like.
He's getting
You
pretty
know.
good, actually.
Yeah, he's gotten a lot.
Yeah.
Like it's pretty wild.
He's
Like
actually very. He's entertaining.
I've always
Yeah,
loved.
yeah.
So at the very least, he's relating to the crowd.
yeah.
It's not like the jokes are fucking mind blowing.
You know-
yeah,
but he's
who's-
still
who's this?
doing the job. He's entertaining. You know?
Yeah, he's.
So-
I saw him do a show and he like was really reserved, you know. And he's always like ah,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah,
he gets-
yeah,
especially
yeah.
starts
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about his mom or
Yeah.
whatever. Gets to the Jewish voice.
An
and everything.
underrated aspect of hosting when I hosted it was that you can interject your own little creativity into it, and
Oh,
you just have to
dude.
be brief.
Yeah.
So if you like to think of a joke on the spot and say it, which normally you shouldn't do that a lot in your normal sets.
Yeah.
But it's just fun. You're totally able to do that as a host. You can respond to what just happened.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
when you go up, you can say what just happened briefly
Yeah.
and move on. You just have to keep the pace going.
Some
You don't
hosts
have to
will
feel,
like.
you don't have to feel like I don't get to say any of my
Yeah.
stuff. That's why people don't want
Yeah.
to host because it's like I'm not doing
Oh,
my
they don't.
act.
Yeah.
But I'm like, yeah, you can add
can.
your own
Well-
individuality to it.
Some people do it a little too much, though. You know,
Yeah,
some
you
hosts
can
are
do
like
it-
doing a full 3 minutes in between. You're like, what are you doing?
yes.
I feel like
I did.
though-
I did Tacoma Comedy Club. They put me, I was on the rotation for hosting,
Yeah.
and one thing they did was the first time I did it, I always want to say like something really funny about what just happened, and they're like, "You're literally making it so we have to pay the hourly wage of the people.
Yeah.
Like literally, you're costing us money by." It's another half hour onto the show.
Oh.
And that was like, everyone
yeah,
was
yeah.
laughing. I was like, it was fun. The crowd was loving
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But they were like, I don't give a shit. The owner's like, I don't give a shit about any of that shit.
Yeah.
I give a shit about, I don't want the waitresses
money.
on another.
Yeah.
You know, he's like,
Yeah.
congratulations, you show off.
Yeah.
It's not your job, you know.
Thought you were killing it and just
Yeah, and then
pissing
the next,
off.
but you get to do it twice in the same Tuesday and Wednesdays, and then the next week. So if you do not as good the first time, you got the next night to do it, and then you can just do it a little better, you know.
I do think that hosting is a valuable thing to learn if you want to do it, and I think that for me, it's helped me be a better comic just because you could come up with things on the fly.
Yeah.
I think you're also
Yeah.
it helps build your confidence. If you don't
Mhm.
if you're not one of those people that has a lot of confidence, it gives you more stage time. You know, just being up
Yeah.
there is important. You know,
And you
just-
got a little bit more responsibility,
being
too,
comfortable,
right?
yeah.
You got to rein
Yeah.
people in sometimes.
oh yeah, and
Maybe
then, or
know
you got
people's names.
Yeah.
You ever see people hosting, and they're like, I don't know the next.
Oh, this
the
is
name or
our
whatever.
Jordan. Sometimes he doesn't know the people's names that he's gonna read, and I laugh. I'm like,
Yeah, just know the
Uh,
names, man.
yeah,
He had one job.
Yeah.
Just say their name.
Hey, well, we're all
Listen, it's not always easy.
We all have
and you're
different
nervous, you know,
strengths,
you don't know,
No,
sometimes
nobody's
it
perfect.
comes at
you know?
you.
Nobody's perfect.
I
Not
get
even
it.
Jordan Macias.
So, when's the first time you stepped foot in the Shanghai room?
First time,
What do you
oh
remember?
man, just being nervous as all hell.
Because that's where I think I saw you
bullets.
first, and then I don't
I-
think I've seen you at a lot of other places.
Yeah, I mainly just do I'm just kind of just wanting to get good. So I like you go to a comedy club, right? And you're just like,
Well, you get less minutes.
why am I doing better all of a sudden? And it's like, oh, people just want to laugh here. You know, you go to the shitty places, not shitty places, but like Shanghai
Bars.
Room, like just the gyms, right? And it's just other comedians. They don't want to laugh.
Yeah.
So like, I just want to build that thick skin. That's where I'm at right
Yeah.
now.
Oh,
Before I
it's-
try to go
it's-
hit the comedy clubs again.
Sometimes people who only do the clubs and they come here to do a feature, they have a hard time because they're
Yeah.
not used to the
And they-
people talking. I mean, with this huge crowd
Yeah.
like we have right now,
Yeah.
it's just like I can
So
barely
many
hear
people here.
myself.
So many.
You got to be
people here.
like, hey.
Hey, you know, yeah.
Hey, shut up.
Quit playing
Right.
pool over there. You know, like. Yeah, no.
Do
it's
that
been a
in the
while.
bathroom.
One time,
I don't want you. I didn't want your attention anyway.
first of all, I
You
just
know,
want to
that'll show
say,
'em.
just to put this out, I love Femi.
Yeah,
You know,
Femi's great.
he's got some personal issue with me for whatever
What?
reason.
Oh, does he? Why?
It's just
I think
Is it because
sometimes
of your
people think Femi doesn't
filthy,
like
evil
you.
white
it has,
skin.
It has something to do with just people being banned, and I have nothing to do with it.
Oh,
you
yeah.
thought you had
It's
something?
really just, and I just want to say, Femi, I love you, man. Love, you're one of the first guys that was really cool to me doing comedy and laughing at me,
Yeah.
my jokes. So.
Oh yeah, Femi will tell you
But-
we're friends.
I did
He'll tell you
Femi's.
that
Yeah.
if you asked him, he would say, Casey, he's one of the good white
Yeah.
people.
Yeah, I mean,
It's only
I,
like 5.
I wanted him to feature here. Like I had
I'm
him
not-
set
I'm
to
not.
feature here, and then
Oh,
he backed
okay.
out last
Oh.
minute. But
Oh, you had him set to
Yeah,
it, but
yeah.
he didn't.
Who'd
Oh,
you
that's too bad.
ban?
I didn't ban anybody. This had to
Oh.
do with wood skis and that whole,
Oh, yeah,
that whole
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
and I had nothing to do with it. But
Oh, okay.
Uh,
What happened to Woodski?
you can't
he
be
was
part of
here-
everybody's feud.
Yeah, he was here
It's
one
part
time.
of being an adult.
and
Yeah.
You know?
some guy was
Femi's a little
filming
younger
him.
too.
So
What?
one time,
Femi's a little younger. He's only like
Yeah, yeah,
27
he's young.
or something, right?
But I mean,
yeah,
when
he's
you're
still a
young,
young
you
gun.
think
He's
that
still
way.
got that
I'll
heavy.
stick with my friend.
Yeah.
Whatever battle they have, it's my battle.
Yeah,
When you
yeah.
get older, you're like,
Well,
don't
I
know.
don't have a battle with anybody. Like,
Yeah.
Do I have to get up?
there was some crazy misunderstanding about me having somebody feature here, and it was just really dumb. And hopefully, I mean, the guys that I used to hang out with, I don't really see them that often. I wish I saw them more. I wish they would do comedy more. But, everybody has their own path.
Yeah.
Some people
That's
don't
true.
want to adhere to the rules of Seattle comedy, and they're like,
Oh, sure.
I would rather not go to the comedy club than have to say things that have to feel like I'm being hindered. I totally get that. You know, everybody's
Yeah.
got their right to do whatever. But
Yeah.
like I said, one time
I think that's a
Femi was
part of a
here,
good comedian, though.
rolling
It's
it
like-
back, weaving it back. He was here for doing a thing, and some guy was filming him with his phone.
Oh, I hate when people do that.
And Femi was like, "Can you not film me?" And then he was really pissed off, and that might have. I think that was the last time he was here. And I would just say, what would you guys do in that situation?
I probably wouldn't
Someone's
say
filming
anything.
me?
Yeah.
Huh?
If they're filming me?
Yeah. Now, first of all, take a look. Picture this is the person who's filming him, like an old man, like a super old white man.
Yeah,
This guy's not gonna go share Femi's set
Yeah.
online.
I just be like,
You're not
don't-
gonna get all
I
these
just be
people
like,
stealing all of
don't
his
jack
jokes.
off to it.
Yeah.
I did.
No, it's an honor system. I
Yeah.
can't make you not, but don't.
If
Don't.
anything, what
Yeah,
I
right.
would have done, which is
Please don't.
If you
don't
do,
judge
don't
me.
tell me about
I
it.
would have
Please,
just
yeah.
said, "Hey, man," after the set, I'd be like, "Hey, man, you film me? Do you mind not sharing that like online? I don't care if you show it to your friends, but I'm just
Yeah.
still working on my material, and then if I was him, I'd say I'm really working on like a big show or a big special
Yeah,
that I'm gonna
yeah.
record. So
Oh, yeah, yeah,
you know,
yeah.
and then
That's
that
a good lie. That's a
People
good
are
one.
people are
Or
really
true.
respectful to that. You know,
I think
Well,
so.
Sure.
I believe Femi will do a special one day.
Yeah.
I don't know when, but he'll do it.
Sure, of course.
He's got tons of material.
You know, they got a transformer now. I'm not gonna say the punchline, but one of my favorite jokes. I designed a T-shirt for him, and it
It's
said.
in a relationship
and it literally-
with a peachy cruiser.
So it was a picture of this like.
I'm in the back seat.
Basically, it was like a gay robot. Like it was a robot with breasts, and it was holding its arms up, and it said trans, and then transformer.
Yeah,
and,
he's got a certain star quality.
And like,
Yeah.
you know, I was gonna make it for him, and then whatever. So hopefully.
Things fell out.
I love, I kind of like doing that stuff. I made a logo
just-
for Robert Pinner. I don't know if you guys know him. He's a
Yeah,
guy
yeah,
down in
he's a nice
Tacoma.
guy.
Okay,
I did
yeah.
Michael Aguilera's logo for
Oh,
his
dope.
T-shirt, and
oh, really?
He does
Yeah.
like
Oh,
comedy
cool.
clubs only
You're
now,
mad
right?
creative.
well, the thing is, like,
He's getting
I
up there.
feel weird about it because I'm not properly educated on it. I didn't go to school for graphic design. I
Yeah.
don't make a living on graphic design, but
Yeah.
I like doing it. I like making it, and I feel like I have an eye on like, especially in comedy, so many like these flyers just look like crap.
Yeah,
and it's
I
like
agree
with you, yeah.
first impressions are everything to people who aren't in our scene.
I'm like,
you know?
oh, it's
Like,
comedians' faces in little squares.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I gotta go to that show.
If it doesn't look like enticing, people aren't going to want to go there. So I try to make at least my stuff like look cool. Like the
Yeah.
one that I did with you, it's like Santa
Yeah,
Claus,
yeah, that was great. I love that.
elves and all
That's
that.
fantastic. I tried to do a promo video for this and put it on my Instagram, but
I
I'm
gotta-
sorry, it's really bad. I gave you a shout out on there.
Yeah, no, I saw it,
But it is the worst quality.
man. I got to do some more of that
It's
stuff.
gonna be Comedy Santa. Bring a big bag. Of
Oh, you know what?
food
Before we
gifts.
move on to the next subject, and I don't want to forget, is there any place that you guys have ever gone number 2 that has been just kind of strange?
Oh, dude.
were
I got
talking
it.
about
You mean
that.
second up
Great
on the
one.
open mic? You mean number?
yeah.
Is that what you meant, right? Oh,
What?
you mean shitted on?
Yes.
The, oh.
Because Chris Farley out the window.
Yeah.
Anytime you have to
guys
shit in public, you're in a bad
any
situation.
You guys ever had to
Listen.
do anything kind of weird in the woods or?
I did poop in a river once.
You what?
A
I
river?
pooped in a river. It's a great. I
What
would.
river?
I would. It's not good for the ecosystem, so don't do this.
Well, I
should
mean,
be
Get that
good.
home
I
anyway.
imagine animals do it.
But man, it is the most freeing experience, and it's not like you are hanging your ass over the river and plopping in. You are in the river,
Oh, in
and
the
the
river.
river just takes
I would just
Oh.
imagine
takes it from you.
if I was
It's
doing
such
that,
an
Fucking
amazing
horrifying.
experience.
I would have that song in my head just playing from Enigma that's like,
It was like that moment until I looked down the river and I saw some kids playing. I'm like, we gotta get out of
Yeah.
here.
So you're making little poopy flotation devices.
Oh,
You
man.
know, there's like
Yeah.
little boats.
Please don't poop in rivers.
Does poop?
It's not good.
Does poop float? By the way, I think it does.
Yeah,
doesn't
yeah.
it?
Oh,
it
yeah.
Depends
does.
on your fiber intake, man.
Yeah, I think it
Yeah.
does.
Well,
yeah.
if it's
I don't know
sea-
how
I
I
get
know
good
that, but I
fiber.
think I've seen poop just floating.
I eat
Yeah.
my brand. I eat my brand flakes. You know.
That'd be amazing if we weren't shy or inhibited. We could tell the stories of when we shit our pants. Everyone shit
Oh.
their pants.
I did.
or nearly shit their pants.
Yeah, I don't think I've
Oh.
I've definitely peed my pants. That's for
Oh,
sure.
my girlfriend just the
Oh,
other
I've done
day.
that for
She
sure.
just shit her pants the other day.
Oh yeah.
Dope.
Yeah, let's talk about
Oh,
it.
how
Yeah.
old is she?
What happened? What was the situation?
Yeah.
The situation was she was on
She
her
thought
way
she
to
had
work.
gas and
She was on her way to work.
the old-
I had already left,
Mm-hmm.
and then she got. I'm trying to remember because I wasn't there, so she's anyway, she shit her pants. And she had to come
So
home.
wait,
she
was
just
she
texted.
She was
in the
at
car?
work
All I
when
heard
she
was
did it.
I don't think she was all the way at work, but almost at work.
What'd she do
She
for
was
work?
en route.
She works as a office manager in Renton, so we live in Bothell. So, but she was all the way almost.
Brag a bit.
Yeah, she's all by herself
yeah.
too. She doesn't have to deal
Gave
with
money
other
back.
people and all that.
In Bothell.
Oh man, that's.
But anyway, she just texted me. I'm on my way home.
Yeah.
I'm on my way home because I had an accident.
Was she wearing pants?
She said yes.
Okay, that's
and I
good.
was asking
It would've been
questions.
terrible with,
Did
like,
you
a
throw up? And she's
dress
like, no,
on.
I shit my whatever. And then I wasn't home. I was going to the grocery store. And then I went, I'm just gonna take a long time to shop. Like I'm not going. I'm not gonna go. I'm not gonna come home and investigate. I was like, I'll be shopping for 3 to 4 hours now. Yeah.
I hate
Anyway,
going. To
I
the
felt
bathroom,
bad.
man.
I felt bad. Yeah.
But you haven't had. You never had to go. You never had to go to the pull off on the side of the road or anything like
Oh
that.
sure,
No,
lots
no.
of times.
Oh, see, Casey's.
You've all
He's like,
been
I've been
there,
around,
right?
buddy. I've been here.
I think I remember driving to Texas and
How about anything
pulling
that had to
off-
do with comedy? That had to do with like an emergency
like
diarrhea?
shitting and comedy?
Yeah.
That'd be funny.
Yeah.
I can't.
Not on
I
stage,
should make
huh?
something up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was on stage and
I did when I was in Cascadia Community College. I made a funny. I thought it was funny. Facebook at the time. I made a post on there just as like a joke. Like I was like, "Oh, I'm going in for my finals, but I shat my pants in the bathroom, and now I gotta go home and take a shower or whatever." I make this post as this like big joke, but I get to work. Everybody saw it at Trader Joe's. And nobody would believe me that it was a joke after that. I just became the guy who shat his pants before the finals. That's why you
That's a
don't
good
make
way to get out
jokes
of work
about
early.
pooping.
It's
You
like,
know?
guys,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
I gotta go.
Yeah, we don't need you. We don't really need you that bad today. It's fine.
Yeah.
Nobody really
Yeah,
wants to
You
be
can
around.
work in
But-
the back, Dennis. Come on.
That's a weird question, man. Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Well, have
But you have to
you?
think of something on a
You were
show.
talking about, you
Yeah.
were talking about that as Chris Farley. I know there's just one time when I was a kid, me and my friend Dwayne.
Dwayne.
Dwayne
Dwayne.
Lewis.
There you go. Yeah.
So he
You
was
said it right.
He was
Dwayne.
my friend
Dwayne.
of the
That
darker
motherfucker Dwayne.
complexion. You know, we went down. I went down to Vallejo to visit his family, and we were
Nice.
running around, just doing what we do. You know, playing at the school, and I had to go to the bathroom.
Oh,
and
shit.
So I just
Literally.
went in some bushes.
Yeah.
I think I was like 7 or 8. So I was
Okay.
just
Okay.
young, and no
Nice.
toilet paper.
You use a leaf?
And then I had to go. No, I didn't
Oh.
do any. I didn't no wiping. And then I had to go
Oh.
home, and then I ruined my underwear.
Just pray. Just
You
just,
what?
I ruined my underwear. Was
Oh,
ruined.
okay.
I
So not a clean break.
had to
Not
tell
a
my
clean
mom
break.
that I took a crap in a bush
Jesus,
in
this is-
Vallejo at a school.
I hate bodily
If you're an
functions.
adult,
I'm
that's
fucking-
like you can be on a list for that. You know?
Oh, absolutely.
But if
Oh,
you're
yeah.
a kid,
Fair
another
game.
time too. Now we're on the subject of.
We're on the subject of.
When I was the same age, I was playing.
I'd like to say I'm against it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah. Just
absolutely.
put that out
No,
there. Not for it.
Child, no.
I don't think you should.
No.
Yeah.
You know what? I feel like I have to blur that out. That's not even a bad word, but if I don't blur that, yeah, YouTube's gonna be like that. You
Yeah.
can't say that.
Oh, whatever.
There's
Fuck
all
YouTube.
these words like that aren't
Yeah.
even bad words. that
The
you
R
can't
word.
say.
You can't say the R word on
Yeah.
YouTube too.
Which one?
You can't say
Yeah.
vaccine.
Well,
they
re-
You
bleep
can't
that
say
out.
vaccine now.
Yeah. Really?
There's
Uh,
another one the other day. It was bleeped out in
Well,
a.
This one, and
I guess
and-
there's.
so there was a story recently at the Mopop Museum. They have this exhibit for Nirvana, and they had a plaque that said, "In 1994, Kurt Cobain unalived himself." That's what it said, unalived. And all these people went on Reddit and complained about it, and they changed it to say he committed. But it's like these crazy words we have to bleep out now. It's
Yeah.
out of hand.
You said unalived?
Yeah, he unalived himself. That's
Oh,
the new.
that's-
That's the news.
Is that real?
Yeah, that's a new
That's
thing.
wild.
That's how you gotta say it.
It's like unhoused.
You know the people
People
who
go
do,
from-
you know the people who do this shit.
yeah.
The people who do this shit, they're like 8% of the people.
Yeah.
Literally. Like,
Nobody
go
else
fuck
cares.
off. How about that?
Yeah.
You're just like,
What up, man? How's it going? Good to see you. Up and
Hello.
alive. Our sound guy is survived. He is here. He looks thin. He's smiling. He probably didn't eat for 8 days because he was in the hospital.
Oh no.
But you look good, man. I'm glad that you're here and we survived.
Yeah.
So before we change subjects, because I said pedophilia.
Oh, you want
not
to talk
really.
about pedophilia? Yeah.
No, when I was the same age, so after school we used to just go play at the school, at the playground, and
Right.
again I had to go to the bathroom. So
Oh
I
shit!
start-
This is gonna be
I
a
just
bad
start-
story.
I
It's
just
not gonna
start
be
taking
good.
a pee
Okay,
on
yeah.
the tree
Okay.
next to the fence at the school,
Nice.
and then I'm like feeling good about myself. Nobody's looking, and I step out and I start taking a few steps back, and then all of a sudden I'm like 5 steps away with my little thing hanging out, just making a U-shaped stream, just making a stream.
Wow, that's-
And then
yeah.
all of a sudden,
Oh my
a
God.
cop
Rick.
pulls up.
Did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Reet,
No,
reet.
no
Oh.
beep. He just pulled up, and I turned my head, and he's like, and then he was just like, he told me you can't do that. He was warning me that there's probably bad dudes around.
Oh yeah.
But then again, that cop saw something that day that he'll never forget.
Wow. He'll never forget.
Maybe he doesn't want to forget.
Yeah,
Maybe he's into it.
I
You
would
never
never
know.
want to. Yeah, absolutely.
He's laughing. He knows he peed in the woods. Everybody fucking.
So we
pees in
talked
the
to.
woods.
Oh, and
You know what I mean? Most cops are human that way. They remember when they were a
bathroom
human being.
stuff.
You know?
Yeah, man. I don't like going to the bathroom, to be honest.
You don't ever
It's-
like to go to the bathroom
No,
in general?
it's a pain. It's just everything is a pain with me.
Oh, yeah?
It's really hard to go, or it's really messy, or also.
no.
I don't know if you guys have heard my last.
Learning a lot about you.
I don't
I
know if
don't
you
like
guys-
being around people. I get
So
pee shy
on my
sometimes.
episode, I did an
going to the
episode
bathroom
of,
around people? Yeah. Me neither. It's a weird private act.
Yeah.
So on a podcast, I once told a story about how I got my private part pierced when I was 18.
Ooh,
Oh,
the old
shit.
Prince Albert.
It wasn't the Prince Albert,
Oh.
but it was similar. It
Oh,
was
okay.
like one of those.
Oh, what'd you do? Get your taint stapled?
No. No, it's just it went through the
I
a
think that's
barbell
just-
through
I
the
don't even
head.
know the terminology.
The barbell through the
That's
head.
just
It's
gay
called
sexism.
So I took it out after about a year and a half or something. But to this day, when I pee, it freaking drips out of the bottom because there's a hole there. So like
Oh,
1 out
God.
of 5 pees, I got to take some toilet paper and wipe up the floor
Oh,
because
damn.
I dribbled. So I don't like going to the
So
bathroom,
you're
man.
the guy.
Oh, when you come,
huh?
does it go?
No, surprisingly, no.
Oh, that'd
No,
be cool.
It doesn't, but
That'd be cool.
I also had a vasectomy though, so maybe that has something to do with it. But
No more chillins.
so he's back to Dennis's comedy career here.
Oh yeah.
What led you here
Extensive.
tonight? How did we get here? Is this your first time featuring, right? You're doing a feature?
I
or-
mean, aside from featuring at Shanghai,
Yeah.
I don't know. Does that
so you've
count?
been working on your
Is
stuff.
that real?
This is an important step for you. This is a good step for you.
Yeah,
tonight.
I'm really excited about it. I'm actually pretty nervous,
Feature
but
at,
I'm
don't be
excited
nervous,
too.
man.
Yeah,
you
whatever.
You start featuring at the bars, then you move to the clubs, and then all of a
Yeah.
sudden you're
No,
Dave
they'll love
Chappelle.
you, man.
Yeah.
They'll be fine.
Yeah.
Listen, thank you.
Yeah, I already feel
Unless they don't, then I'll feel
things
weird. I'll
are
be like, oh,
things
I
are
thought
getting
they would.
lively up again. What are we at on time? What time is it?
Oh, I don't know. Good question.
Jeff, what time is it?
KS La Hora. I gotta watch
8 o'clock. With plenty of time,
Oh.
boys. Plenty of time.
Plenty of time.
8:06.
All right, so we're here. Dennis, first of all, I really like when people have a nickname or abbreviation of their name. I mean, Stephen Michael James, that's not my, it is part of my
SMJ.
name, but it's not my full name.
Yeah.
So AK, where's the Dennis AK come from?
I get a lot of gun jokes. It has nothing to do
Yeah.
with guns.
Is it Alaska?
I was born in Hawaii, right?
Yeah.
So my grandma made my mom give me a name from the Bible, which is Asa, and one Hawaiian name, which is Kaimi Pono. So AK. That's
Okay.
my 2 middle names. I just don't like using my last name
Dude, same with
because
me.
I don't like my dad.
I have
so
2 middle names.
I'm not trying to
was
put that
insane.
promotion. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
You don't like the last name James?
My last name's
my
Porch.
name
too.
isn't James.
Oh, it's not James. What is
No.
your last name, or is your not? It's a secret.
Porch.
Huh?
Porch.
Porch?
Yeah, like what you stand on.
Oh.
Yeah, it's not the best.
My last name is Gedney.
What is it?
Gedney. Gedney. Gedney.
Oh, yeah, I
Get
saw that
me?
on something. I
Yeah,
saw that.
so there's
Get
Fun to
me.
say.
well, there's an island in Puget Sound called Gedney Island, and the locals call it Hat Island. There's a street in
I
Everett
call it
called
Get Me
Gedney
Island.
Street.
Oh, nice.
We
island
got some
really
people
gets
with some green hair that just walked in. Now we know things are getting.
My grandfather,
getting good.
my grandfather was a milk truck driver, and he got in a crash and died when my dad was like 8 years old. And that's why my last name is not Judson. That's not my real last name.
Oh, really?
That's my middle name, but it would have been my last name had that
shoot,
guy
we're all
not
just
not have died. But
Well,
I
you-
always liked that name better than my real
Oh wait,
last
3
name.
comedians.
Well, believe it
pretending?
or
We're all
not-
fake phonies.
Dude, there's
who
a
won't
lot.
use our last name.
Jason McBride, his real name is actually Adam Tiller Sr. You know, so
Oh yeah, this reminds me of a joke I was
Okay.
thinking of years ago, but I don't know if it's, but it's just a funny idea. Is the idea in comedy around here, especially in Seattle, is that there's a lot of it. They're like someone's a bad person,
yeah.
like and then they're kicked out or whatever because they're a
Yeah.
bad person.
Uh-huh.
So it's really important in comedy that you have to be a good person, even though in comedy you literally don't know who the people are at all.
Yeah.
I used to go, this next guy could be a fucking cannibal for all you know, and I mean using his last name.
Yeah.
There's people who've been to prison and they're like, yeah, I'm good now, and there's no vetting process whatsoever.
dude.
Literally, you could have a name that's like, I'm Earthquake. You know, like guys could have names like that, so you literally don't know who they are.
Yeah.
And they were just like, "Come on in," and he's like, "I'm a good person because I say the right things." That's how you know I'm a good person,
Yeah,
because I
right.
say all the
Well,
things you're supposed to say.
You know, guys,
Forget doing the right thing.
Yes.
what is a good person, anyways?
There's a lot
It
of
is a
that
little
these
vague
days.
nowadays.
I think it
but-
happened with wokeism. More people feel like they have to say the right thing to be a good person. It's like you can also just be a good person.
Well,
In fact, you could say a lot of wrong things and be a really good person.
yeah.
You could be
for
someone who
sure.
goes, "Motherfucker, I swear all the time," but they're actually literally more kind
Oh,
to people,
yeah.
more helpful.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? There's people who
Wasn't that thing that they
have
say
a lot
that-
of rules, but they're kind of not.
Yeah.
You wouldn't trust them, you know.
I always like people who swear more. They say people who swear more are smarter, right? Isn't that? Didn't they do a study?
oh
like,
man,
something like that.
fuck that.
Did I just see
No.
that on TikTok?
so stupid.
More soulful. I don't know. That's a good one. I'd like to say yes because I swear so much. It's like a fucking language. My own language.
Yeah.
Swearing's
Can we swear
beautiful,
on
man.
here? Is that no? We can't swear.
Oh, we
on
can
here,
swear.
Right?
So,
Just bleep it out.
Not as much. No.
So we're coming up at the end of this year.
Yeah, we
You
are.
know, 2024.
Finishing it out.
Next Thursday, actually, it will be my 2-year anniversary of comedy. Doing
Oh, really?
comedy,
Oh,
2
okay.
years.
Okay.
So
Maybe
I'm
we
excited about that. You know, I liked that I started comedy in December because it kind of is like kicking off the new year, a new year,
Okay.
new
Yeah.
year
Yeah.
of comedy. How did you guys feel about 2024? How was the year for you? Not just comedy, well, you.
I nearly
most
died.
Of,
and
most
stuff,
of your
yeah.
year was pretty shitty.
Yeah, it wasn't that good.
So tell
yeah.
everybody
Yeah.
what
What
happened.
happened?
Where were you January 1st of 2024? Where were you?
Oh, fuck. I can't remember.
So
I remember in
Casey,
April I had
I think-
surgery on my foot.
So I
and
remember
then after I got home, and then I had to have another surgery on my foot, and then I had to be in a wheelchair, and then it was like hell, man. I was in a hospital rehab unit
Uh-huh.
where they want you to rehab your body before you leave.
Yeah.
And then they were like, oh, what's your house situation like? And I was like, I got to go down, like, park my car, go down a flight of stairs, or go up a flight of stairs inside to get to the garage. And they were like, we don't want you going upstairs. And then I was like, I got to get out of here. I can't be in this place, you know. So they were like trying to come up with ways. You know, they literally were like, can you guys move somewhere? Can you suggest to your girlfriend that we move? And I was like, even tried to bring it up lightly, and she just panics. She can't handle anything, you
Yeah.
know. And I was like, oh, just kidding. I don't fucking know. And then I literally said, without even thinking about it, I'll just get a hotel, and I'll
Yeah.
stay on the ground floor.
So-
and they were like, okay, you can check out if you do that. So I rented a hotel, and then my girlfriend was all safety. So she went along with it. And I'm living in a hotel for like 2.5 months,
Oh wow.
you know. So
Wow, so-
let's
hotel life.
let's back this up. All right.
Shit
you said
sounds
this was
great, but it wasn't.
April was you had a surgery in April, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I think towards the end of October, you had a show, Backfire Moto, Comics Who Should Be Dead, the Halloween one.
Oh, sure,
We
yeah.
had Jason, who was dressed up as the devil. We had
Yeah.
Andy Harder was
That was
a
fun. That was
cow.
fun.
You know, Rob, Michael Aguilera, Danny Trevor, John, and then I think you had another one after that, like you had kind of this Israel Palestine kind of.
Oh, yeah, that one didn't
show.
go so good,
I
but-
wasn't there for that,
It's okay.
but then What?
I did a show called
Whoa, what?
"What's Funny About Israel and Palestine."
Apparently not.
I thought that would sell out.
Yeah.
I thought just the title and the poster was
Just the
great.
title alone, right?
The poster was great. My cat watching TV with a big mushroom cloud explosion going up, and we ended up talking about Israel and Palestine.
Well, Dennis, this one's for you. I once dated this girl from Israel.
Oh yeah,
She had a landing strip. I also dated this girl from
no pun
Palestine.
intended.
She had a Gaza Strip.
Gaza Strip.
Hey.
Did she
so-
kill it?
So, yeah. What?
Of course she
bur-
did.
She burned it off.
With hopes and
what?
dreams.
Why did you get a surgery? What brought you there? Did you have some chronic pain that was needed to be addressed, or was it an emergency thing? What was your?
I had one little pinky toe that was
what
turning
happened?
black.
What happened?
Turn black?
And why?
Yeah, it
did,
was
why
turning-
did
it
it
was
turn
like-
black?
I don't know why. Well, I know why now. It's like circulation issues.
Okay,
whatever.
so why? So is it you have do you have neuropathy, or
No,
were you doing stuff that caused the circulation issues?
Well,
Or
probably. I smoke cigarettes, so
Yeah.
that's not good. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Bad for
how long have you been smoking?
Oh, off and on for a long time.
Off and on,
I've
just
quit
like
for a
Dennis
year
his
and a year and a
girlfriend.
half.
Off and
Yeah.
on, right?
Yeah, I need to quit.
What do you
I still do?
What,
Still
what
smoke.
brand do you smoke?
American Spirit.
American
Light blue.
Spirit.
Strong ones.
They're
yeah.
the most healthy.
They are. They are. They are. They're very healthy.
What was his first cigarettes that you smoked? What brand do you remember?
Lucky Strikes? No.
Did you
Strike-
ever
They were
smoke?
good. I tried
Oh,
those.
yeah.
I tried
saw
those
my
for a
mom-
while.
Yeah?
Yeah, I remember for a while I smoked those.
Yeah.
I worked in Alaska. I smoked up there. You only had two brands.
Yeah.
At this little
Yeah.
store, they only had Camels and Marlboro Reds. So almost all of us smoked Marlboro Reds.
I used
We'd
to
go
like
out on a break and just puff one of the
I
other.
used to like the Camel Wides when I was younger.
They were
I don't
good,
know
too.
why.
I tried
Those are-
everything.
They're like
When
a
I was,
cigar of a cigarette.
They're harsh. They're
I
Yeah.
only
harsh.
smoked 2
big.
packs of cigarettes in my whole life.
Oh.
I was 18.
Nice.
And they were, I remember they're called Camel Turkish Royale.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Those were
They're
the
white
creme
ones. They're
de la
white, right?
creme.
I don't, I mean,
Yeah,
I
the-
just remember the name. I don't remember.
the
And then
fancy
I got
border.
really into clove cigarettes for a little bit.
Oh,
you
yeah.
know, way into those. You know?
Me and
Yeah,
my
we love
friend's
the cloves.
sister, we used to go on top of the roof in
Yeah.
her house, and she would get out a clove.
I like how they taste. I just wouldn't
Yeah.
want to do it on a. I mean, if somebody I don't know. You know, it's like a cigar. Like
they get
I
on
like
your
a.
clothes. It's kind of a pleasant
Hold
smell.
on. Do they still do? They still make Swishers, right?
Yeah,
Or,
Sure.
Like grape, right?
Yeah, great swishers.
Yeah,
That's
yeah,
what
'cause,
I roll my weed in.
Yeah. I mean, I used to roll blunts, and I feel like I heard somebody say that they don't make grape Swishers anymore, and I was like, well, are you kidding me? Like, no,
Maybe they
it's-
don't. I don't know. I haven't got one in a minute.
Yeah, I've had a blunt like that in forever, but
Maybe
Anyway, how was
backwards.
your year?
Like,
yeah.
took
My
them out of
year was
business.
fine. I survived it, so whatever. It is what it is.
It is what
Yeah.
it is.
So
It is what it is.
yeah, you got your surgery. You were in the wheelchair. I used to ask Rob. I was like, "How's Casey doing?" and all that kind of stuff, and he'd fill me in and all
Oh,
that.
oh, okay.
You
Hey,
know.
you know, me and Robert is going to start a podcast. You know what? Because we decided the world needs more podcasts.
Yeah.
We're having a shortage of podcasts.
Yeah.
And we need
Not
more.
enough of 'em.
Well,
But this one's going to
listen.
be different.
Yeah. Exactly.
Real different.
you know, as far as I'm concerned, me and him, we don't have any issue. It's
No,
just,
no, you don't have no
Just
issue.
for whatever reason, just
Oh,
you
he's
know,
weird that
just
way.
after he wrecked his car and our show didn't go so well, we just, you know, went separate ways for a while.
Oh,
and
you
then-
had a show that didn't go so well?
Yeah. So we had a show. It was called Stand on Business.
Oh, the stand-on business.
PJ, Jesse. So the original lineup was PJ, Jesse, me, Jordan, Felix.
Oh, okay.
Maybe
Do you know Rob,
Maybe one other
by
person.
the way?
Conroy.
Do you know?
Yeah, I've
Because he might have been.
no,
little-
no. I
He got
met-
banned at the Shanghai. you know.
At the Shanghai?
Yeah.
How do you get banned at the Shanghai?
He just did. I made a T-shirt for Rob, that said "Nobody bombs at the Shanghai room," and it said Rob Conroy. And then,
Nice.
yeah, but
He
he.
said something about Israel and someone started
Hey,
crying.
what up, man?
That's what happened.
How are you?
Oh my God, I love your bracelet.
Yeah. Sacramento.
Hey,
Dude,
Oh, he does. Yeah. I was warning
Yeah.
he barely feels it. Do you want
got lifted a
sit
little
down?
bit.
I have
That's not
another
bad.
mic.
How you doing, man?
Yeah, let's just pull up a
come on
chair.
Pull up a
Can I
chair.
take a break?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, Casey
Oh,
wants to
just
take a break.
Just take Casey's
Yeah,
spot.
talking is hard work. You know?
It's a lot. It's a lot.
Jordan.
Little
Oh,
fuzz
yeah,
things
yeah,
you have
yeah,
going
yeah.
on here. This is fun.
Jordan, back again.
Yeah.
Third time.
Still working?
We're just chilling, man. How are you?
Doing
It's
good.
been a while. I haven't seen you for like
I've
a
been
month.
fucking busy, dude.
Oh, my,
I've been
you
fucking
know?
busy. What have you been up to?
Oh, things have been crazy. So
I
let's
like
see.
your shirt. This is nice.
Let's go back to a month ago. A month ago,
Okay.
you were in Walla Walla.
Oh.
You had a
Yeah,
show,
yeah.
and then we did our mic here.
Yeah.
The next week,
Uh-huh.
we were supposed to do a mic. Power's out. The
Oh,
bomb
yeah.
cyclone.
The bomb
ran.
cyclone.
Bomb cyclone.
The
it is,
bomb
yeah.
cyclone, and then this place didn't have power, and I was
Do I
so
have anything
bummed.
in my teeth?
No,
I was just at Pagliacci's, and I feel like I have like a shit ton of crushed red pepper.
Pagliacci's.
Yeah.
Oh, dude,
Shout
that
out.
shit,
Yeah.
that'll fill you up.
It's
Yeah,
solid.
those
I like
pizza.
pizza because it could be a snack or it could be a meal.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that they just. I watched them like baking the pizza in the back, and they were making a pepperoni. I just saw the girl just pour grease all over the pepperoni pizza. I was like, I did not know.
I mean,
they
you
did
can call
that.
it olive oil and feel
Yeah, yeah.
fancier. Like,
It didn't look like olive oil.
You don't gotta
like
call
the
it
can it
grease.
came out of it. It was wild. I don't know. I just.
What
is
color
that
was
what
it?
they do to pizza?
yeah, olive oil, bud.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let's just see. Let's just. I mean, you already got the pepperoni on there.
And I got to tell you
Oh,
guys,
okay.
I was so bummed because one of my favorite people, Logan Cantrell, he's a comedian down
Yeah.
in Tacoma. He was going to come feature here. He was already booked to feature in September, had to reschedule.
Uh-huh.
Quinn Fitzgerald was also going to come
Yeah, that's
here.
the one
we
that-
were going to do a cool podcast. I was so, and then no power, you know.
That's
and
rough.
then, and then we had Thanksgiving the next week, and
Yeah.
so, the week before
Yeah.
the bomb cyclone, I was not here because I told earlier on the show, talked about I went to go see Greg Fitzsimmons with Brian, me and
Okay.
Brian Fukuda.
Okay.
You were
Uh-huh.
here, but Jeff was not because Jeff was in the hospital, so we didn't have any audio. And you said there's about 5 people here, right?
Yeah.
Jojo Blacko was here.
Yeah, we made it fucking happen.
Yeah.
I mean, small crowds are fun, dude. I like,
Yeah.
like
Oh.
low key. Like, there's a small part of me. It's like small crowds. Like, fuck yeah, dude. Like, let's fuck around.
So-
like,
Yeah.
there's a lot of people. You're like, okay, I gotta fucking do good. Because like, the more people, you're like, I can get a bigger pop out of it. So I need to make sure
You
that
really
I
hit
fucking
it.
do good.
When
but with
there's
a
a
small amount, you're like, I'm not gonna get that. So I might as
Yeah.
well just have fun.
Can I tell
Yeah,
you,
yeah.
when I'm at club comedy and there's 3/4 of the way full, I will be like, you know what? I'm just gonna do my regular jokes. I'm not gonna try the new stuff.
Yeah,
And I you know, and it's just that allure of like not being in front of enough audiences. I'm like, I just need to get the laughs. You know, it's like, so. Did a show last night though. That was pretty fun.
Where was that?
Yeah,
at?
that was up in Mount Vernon.
Oh, that was
Oh,
Vernon.
dang.
Yeah,
The-
you should hit that guy up.
I've
Ben.
done that one.
Oh, you did it?
Yeah. I've
Yeah,
done
that
that
was a
one. I
really
did that
cool-
one like right when I moved up here. It was a lot of fun. They
Yeah.
have like weird shit all over the
Dude,
place.
yeah, they had a skeleton
Yeah,
hanging
yeah.
from the ceiling on a bicycle. They had these
Yeah.
mannequins with the rope lights on. 'em.
Yeah, some dude came in with short shorts and like those Trojan sandals, but like they went
Yeah.
all the way up to like his knees. He was a weird dude, and he had like a handlebar mustache. He was a creep.
Oh.
He was a
And
great.
guess who our closer
I
was?
loved him.
Well, I don't know.
Ying.
Fun.
Yes.
So you guys were there till like 3 in the morning.
No, she. Well, so we had a.
Sorry, Ying, love you.
No, no.
Anyway.
Every
does
comedy
like
show
going
I've been
over.
part of, there's usually a group chat with all the people on the show,
Uh-huh.
and like we had a couple people that had to drop out, and then immediately she was like, "How much time do we get?"
Oh fuck.
Yeah. But she did good.
She
and
thirsty.
she did good, and she was like, she wanted to be on my show here. I was like, I don't have a show here. I was like, we do an open mic here. And
We
I
used
was
to
like,
have a show here.
Yeah.
We used to have a show.
Yeah, I said, but
Yeah.
I'm taking a break from doing any shows right now. I don't want to book any more shows right now. But I will say, to her credit, she was funny. She made people laugh. It's just, she could be a lot sometimes.
I got
you know?
nothing
Yeah.
against that girl. She catches a wave every once in a while, and she does really well. It's
Yeah.
just every now and then I'm like, Ying, get the fuck off my stage. There's more people here than just you.
Yeah. Yeah, you know, it's one of those things, and there are comedians that are funny who don't understand social cues and like,
Yeah.
oh wait a minute, these people are not happy because I've been going longer and longer.
Yeah, they just catch a little bit of the fire.
I'm
and they just keep
definitely
wanting
afraid
it.
of that. I never go
But
overtime because
I
of
will
it.
say she's always been very nice to us here at the Mile, and she's been nice to me and all that good stuff. It's just, everybody's got their own journey. All right.
Well, I don't like. I always say like. Well, sometimes I say because I'm a terrible host and I don't do like the same shit twice. But usually I try to say like, hey, like if you run the light, we're gonna play you off. Like
Yeah.
it's not. It's been yin, but if it wasn't yin, I'd still do it.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
if like I just have people to, especially
And we
as a
get-
host, like it's my job to make sure it's moving. So like if I was another person, I'd probably give a lot more less fucks than I already do. But if I'm running the thing and I'm trying to get through people, like
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
on
when you gots to go, you gots to go.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I had a fun
respect that
set
time
last
limit.
night, and I didn't plan on doing 15 minutes. I was only going to do 10 and
Hell
stretched it
yeah.
out, did the 15, and it was fun. It was a fun
Yeah.
night. So,
Fuck yeah.
you
Is
know,
it the Mount Vernon one? You said?
Yeah, yeah.
I know.
What's
So-
that place called? Like Cats or something? like that?
Cats,
Yeah,
Cats
yeah.
West Side Stories.
And then you get like a
West
burger
Side
or something,
Stories.
right?
Yeah, I don't
Yeah.
eat burgers. They offered me one, but this lady, man, gave me this drink, and you get 2 drinks. I had one. I was like, that's enough, man. This is too strong, man.
I got
Yeah.
to get back to Everett.
Even fart, yeah. Even
Did
fart
you
in that.
hit up Chuckanut Drive?
No,
Oh,
no.
okay.
It's
fine.
is it?
Pretty dry.
Is that in Mount Vernon? I thought
think
that
it's-
was
I think
Bellingham.
it might be past.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Yeah.
You're right. It's past.
Well, yeah, man. Thanksgiving. How was that? Did you do anything good for? fun for
We
Thanksgiving?
went to my wife's friend's house, and
Where's that? Here in
he's
Seattle,
over. He's
or-
over in Issaquah.
Oh, okay.
And so I can't fucking stand that motherfucker. He's like super.
Shout out to
fucking-
you.
Yeah, shout out Jeremy, you autistic piece of shit. His turkey was good as shit
Yeah.
though. My God. Yeah, but like,
You had that autistic turkey.
dude. Yeah. Oh, I had that autistic
that's
turkey,
That's
dude.
somebody
You know he was
who
paying
pays
attention.
attention to the details.
Checking that temperature and shit. He
Yeah.
had researched the thermometer that he bought. It was an antique thermometer and
It's the
shit.
perfect burn
But-
on the crust.
Right. But yeah, it was a good time. I don't know. I don't like social things. Like
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
being a comedian because that's like, okay, you have the microphone, you get to dictate this entire thing, and that's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm in like a social thing, I'm like, how much of me am I supposed to be?
Yeah.
Like
yeah.
how, because I could run this entire thing. I don't want to. I don't want to be
Yeah.
a dick because like obviously I have 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do that, but I could.
Yeah.
So like
Yeah.
how much, and usually like I stay pretty quiet. Like I'm not very funny off stage. Like I
Yeah.
could
Yeah.
be. Like I have, I got them and I can hear it. Like I can hear
Yeah.
the rebuttals in my head and I'm like, you know what? We should be cool. Like I did get in trouble because I did drop a school shooter joke. It did not land at the dinner table, but yeah, that's why I try to just stay on stage.
You
with
know,
my
you know what would be great? What we should do one day? Because we were talking about Keon earlier.
Kiki?
We should, all of us, take his tour and see. And
I already
then-
took his tour
Oh, have you?
twice, yeah.
You
With
took
him
it twice?
doing it?
Oh,
Well,
man.
I went once with my wife, and then I went once with my mom and my sister.
Because I've heard him say that
I
he does
would-
a lot of like improv and
Yeah.
stuff like that, and I would love
I would
to
love
just
to
see
see
it.
that.
Yeah,
Also, I just
so-
want to know about the underground
yeah,
to Seattle.
the first time I took it with Keon Larry, shout out, homie, love you, miss you, let's hang out.
Told him I want him on the podcast. You know.
Oh,
Let's-
he'd be
everybody
fun.
get
He'd
on the
be
podcast.
fun on the podcast.
electric.
But yeah, the first time I did it, the way that he did it was completely different from the second time because the second time, what had happened was there was a whole bunch of people from Tacoma. So he kept on like he kept dropping the Tacoma jokes just over and over
Yeah.
and over, and he like pretty much wound his entire tour around like Tacoma. And it was really cool to watch him do pretty much 2 different sets with the same facts.
Yeah.
And also be like, hey, you forgot that in 1957, the Seattle, blah, 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 and just like give him shit a little bit. But that's just, he's
Hey,
he's
can
one
you
of my
see-
favorite people
Are
to
we still-
bother.
Can you see if we're still recording?
Are we recording?
I just want to
Ooh.
make sure my phone hasn't stopped.
We have here.
Yes. All right.
All
Dude,
right.
this
Still good. Still
nothing
gold.
worse than like recording and then all of a sudden I'm
Hour
like
12.
I'm like, whoa, it's not recording, you know. So Thanksgiving, we did. How
Yeah.
about you, Dennis? How was your Thanksgiving?
It was good. It was good.
No
I got
kids,
a couple aunts.
no wife.
I got
Little
my girlfriend.
girlfriend. That's it. You know.
I
nothing
went.
crazy.
I got a couple Thanksgivings to go to. 2 aunts, one who doesn't know what I cook and one who does.
So you said you have a lot of black family members.
Yeah.
So what, did
my
you have
mom,
a black Thanksgiving?
Yeah. Well, that's the
Yes.
aunt that knows how to cook.
Yes. Now we're talking.
That's the one that
Now we
that's
are-
the one- they had
now
the-
we're cooking.
She had the collard greens. She had, you know,
Dude.
she had all sorts of stuff. She got one of those honey hams, like the honey company honey hams. They're like $100 or whatever.
Honey
Just like
baked.
melts
yeah.
in your
Yeah, I
fucking
had one
mouth.
of
It
those.
was
Well, I don't
so
eat
good.
ham, but I had a turkey from that. I didn't.
That's
like
fantastic.
Yeah, she's a great.
That's
cook. She's a
fantastic.
great cook. Shout out Vicky. Love you, Aunt Vicky. She's great.
it. Yeah. Mine was pretty low key. You know, my family's all scattered around, so it's just.
Yeah, we didn't ask.
Yeah. Well, you didn't ask, but my fans want to know, buddy. All right. These people need to know what.
No,
I'm doing at all
I'm very
times.
interested. What did you and the
Yeah.
kids and the wife do?
Nothing. That's
Nothing?
what I said. It was pretty.
You
low
guys
key.
nothing.
make dinner?
I
Do you
mean,
make a turkey?
My wife's mom made all the food, but it's just,
okay.
it wasn't anything.
Just
but-
okay.
I mean, it was
Yeah.
okay. I didn't.
She got it done.
We make so much food on Thanksgiving, and they're like, we're gonna have leftovers, and I eat the leftovers. I'm like, they're not even that good. Like,
Yeah.
I just, like it was.
No.
good.
You
can't even make a
don't-
sandwich
You're
out of
doing
this.
it wrong. You have to make something up out of the leftovers.
Yeah, that's probably
Yeah.
it.
You
I
have
tried
to
to do a turkey sandwich.
A turkey
and it was not very good.
macaroni roll sandwich
Yeah.
slider.
Turkey pizza.
Turkey
Make-
pizza.
Turkey taquitos.
Fuck
You know what I mean?
around. Oh, turkey taquitos.
Listen.
Yeah.
I've only went to Red Lobster once in my life, but as a kid, I always saw the Lobster Fest commercials and wanted to try lobster pizza so much.
Lobster pizza.
And I'm sure it's horrible.
Yeah, that's it.
Cheese
Like when
and
I want
lobster,
lobster,
yeah.
I just want lobster.
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know, and butter. But I guess, you know,
Lobster pizza.
butter's
Oh, but when they
dairy.
do the little pieces of lobster tempura on top of your like roll or whatever at
Yeah.
a sushi place,
Yeah, that's
Fuego.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
yeah.
fuego,
That's the good.
muy fuego,
that's
or
the
bits of
good.
lobster in your clam chowder.
Yeah.
You just got to be able to utilize lobster.
I like the fresh lobster rolls at Thai restaurants. That's my jam.
Ooh.
What's
the
that?
peanut sauce. It's like all raw.
Uh-huh.
The fresh lobster roll.
Uh huh.
You had that Thai food?
Uh-huh.
No, so good.
Man,
That sounds
well,
sick.
I'm married to a woman who's not very adventurous when it comes to food. She wants like 5 things, and that's
yeah.
it.
Yeah, my wife's vegetarian, so like when she goes out of town, I get to go and fuck
Yeah.
around.
Nice.
Yeah, that's when I eat menudo.
Yeah, where would you? Oh wow, yeah, obviously
Yeah.
from California.
Yeah.
Mike Devore. Yeah, straight out of WWE.
Oh yeah, we were at Tony's garage.
Oh, Tony V's.
Yeah, and like I think every comic had to do like a wrestling. We didn't have to, but like we mostly did wrestling
Well,
sets.
dude, I would have been
Oh,
there,
man.
but I was at Senses Fail. That
Not
night,
my
so-
buddy's gonna go see them at the Wiltern in L.A. on Friday.
It was a good show. Yeah.
They do good.
Saves the Day, Senses Fail.
I love Saves the Day.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, I heard they did good.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And my wife went and saw them at when we were young, the fest.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
then at the end, 2 of the guys from Saves the Day, the singer and the guitarist, they came out and they all played a My Chemical Romance song.
Oh, because the drummer died.
yeah.
Aww.
Very cool.
How
very
thoughtful
nice.
and adorable.
But
Did you
yeah,
cry?
man. No, but you know, I did notice that.
Now we're asking the right questions.
I did notice that people were like really
Listen,
mellow
it's okay
at that
to
show.
admit it.
You know, like.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we're all
There was-
fucking old now,
Like,
bud.
well, there
Yeah.
was some crowd surfing, but like,
Oh, okay.
like when I'm rocking out, people are looking at me like, "What are you doing?" And I'm like,
Yeah.
"Dude, this is."
You kind of get that in Seattle in general.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
think like Seattleites are
Yeah.
afraid to dance.
True.
You know,
Yeah,
they're
because in
afraid they don't wanna
Tacoma,
get looked,
I go
yeah.
to see,
I get that.
You know,
Yeah, yeah.
no effects or whatever, and people
Yeah.
just mosh it. So.
I went to a show with a bunch of people from work because and we all knew the band, like they're all members for people from work, and like everybody was just like, I just want to be on the wall.
Yeah.
I don't want to be. It's like, why not?
I either want
Just, like, show
I
me
either
having a
want
good
one
time.
extreme or the other. Like leave me against the wall,
Yeah.
or I need to be in the middle of the pit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I used to do the move. I called it the washing machine, where I would just go like this and like roll around until I got knocked the fuck out
Yeah.
in the mosh pit. Cause yeah,
I will say
That was-
Seattle mosh pits, at least when I was younger, they were nice.
Yeah.
People would pick you up. you
That sounds
know?
right.
Yeah,
that sounds accurate.
Well,
They're pretty chill.
Even at this age now, man, it's still we go to those
I don't
shows. It reminds me of like, oh yeah, I fucking love this. Like it's so stressful, like thinking about going there and parking and the kids at home and this and that. And then when I'm there, it's like, being at a show, I forget about everything, just
Yeah.
for that short time. So.
Yeah, that's what it's about right there.
Or when I'm on stage. So
I think.
Well, what's up with you, man? What have you been doing? Like,
Oh,
how's
I've
the
been.
apartment? You getting it back to? Or
Yeah, the
townhouse?
apartment. I barely fucking been
Not
there,
the
dude.
apartment.
So I went on tour up to Canada for 3 days. My buddy, what's his name? Alex Suarez. He just opened up the Last Laughs Comedy Club in Abbotsford, and it's fucking
Abbotsford,
popping
British
off.
Columbia.
Yeah, it's popping off. So I think I did like 7 shows in 3 days,
What are
something
Canadian
like that.
crowds like?
They are down with the cause.
Yeah.
They are
Really?
down with the cause.
Really?
Absolutely. I
Because
did
that's
some
great.
jokes up there that I was like, I'm just going to see how this goes.
Yeah.
I don't know if it would go well in America, but let's see what happens in Canada.
Yeah.
And they are for anti-woke comedy
Oh, right on.
because that's what I fucking tried, and
Yeah.
it worked. So I did that,
Yeah.
and then the next weekend I had a buddy come out from New York, and we did what did we do? We did Walla Walla, Woodinville, and Redmond,
Okay.
and that was a lot of fun. And then what else did I do? I think I fucking did some other shit.
You did
I
something
don't know.
with Bruce and Scott, right? Was
Yeah,
that-
that was the tour before those two. Yeah, so that was we did Salem.
Dennis, all this kind of tour talk is just really making me feel left out.
Huh?
All this
Making
tour,
you or me?
both of
Because I
us,
feel,
man. I
yeah,
feel like
yeah.
both
I
of
haven't
us-
toured once.
I think
yeah.
Jordan should
I'm a
take us
baby.
on tour, man. What do you
Yeah,
think?
yeah.
Okay.
Take us under your
I'll
wing,
send you a
Jordan.
tape. Actually, I have to talk to you about
No, I'm not.
something. But go ahead, continue.
That sounds like he has something that's inflamed, ladies and gentlemen.
something
I'm just
that's
saying.
bothering
Yeah.
you that I would love your opinion on.
Fantastic. But yeah, I was actually talking to my buddy Alex about putting a tour together. We're probably going to try to get down to California the next time, probably in March, so I could put you on in hopefully February or January.
Not January.
Okay, February.
Yeah, so I actually have to get a hernia surgery.
Is that the thing you wanted to talk about?
No.
Oh.
No.
Inguinal?
I
You
think
know?
so, yeah. It's
Yeah.
by my groin.
Just in the,
Yeah.
just not in the nutsack.
No,
Okay.
no. It's in the groin area,
Yeah.
but
I've had like 4.
yeah. So I'll have like a week where I can't do anything. I just got to stay
Yeah.
home. But no, okay. So here's the deal. All right. How long you been doing comedy? What, 3 years, something like that? So
Ish, yeah. Almost 3 years.
there's a lot of people I know that perform at this comedy club. Keon Larry, who we just talked about, Mike Heath, Adam Tiller, Quinn Fitzgerald. The No One When, Marie Elizabeth.
You're
The
getting
list goes
quieter,
on.
and it's making me
The list
interested.
goes on and on. So
It's working.
Laughs Comedy Club.
6 to
Mike,
midnight, buddy.
listen to
6
this,
to
Mike.
midnight.
Mike, come over
You want
here.
to sit down?
Mike
Yeah.
Devore, sit down.
Mike
I need-
Have
Devore.
a seat.
If I'm gonna be a little baby, I need everybody to
There's a microphone
to
for you,
listen.
sir. Yeah. Good seeing you, bud.
Here we go. Make some room for Mike Devore. There's a switch on the mic there.
Hey, hello,
Mike,
testing,
Mike.
testing.
All
There we
right,
go.
we're all
Hey,
in.
what's up?
All in
Man.
it. All ready to go.
All right, guys. I'm gonna tell you a little story,
Okay.
and I know I might be overacting. Look at this, Jason McBride's here. Awesome.
Jason McBride.
Yeah.
Represent.
Should he get a
Okay.
check?
So I have heard from people about Laughs Comedy Club, how it's kind of a hard place to get an audition for. Our buddy Scott Coburn, he performs at Laughs Comedy.
Okay.
Jakey T, he knows the people who own the place. He goes to the Laughs Comedy Club. My friend Rob Conroy, who doesn't perform anymore, he once performed at Laughs.
He doesn't
Comedy.
perform anymore?
I mean,
I thought he's like in Spokane now.
no, I don't know.
Oh,
But
poor Rob.
so, about a year ago, November, I went online to Laughs Comedy Club's thing and submitted the little, I would like to do an audition for your club. Never heard anything.
Yeah.
And then I talked to somebody, and they're like, "Oh, you got to submit again." Like they
Yeah, you
never
gotta-
responded to anything.
Yeah, you got to keep trying, is what I.
So, and then I had like 2 or 3 more, and then finally I got an email back. And they said, "Oh, it's Christmas time. It's busy. We'll get back to you once we get through all the current auditions." Nothing. And then we're in the beginning of this year, 2024, and I'm sending 1, 2 emails like every couple months. And then I finally get one in like May or something. It says, we need to see a video of you performing in front of a crowd. And I was like, oh, I did send you a video, but here's another link. And then I didn't hear anything again. And then I was asking people like Marie, I asked Marie, I said, how did you get there? And she's like, well, I took the comedy class there, and Andrew Frank said, this is the person you got to email. So I get that email, and I email them.
I just want to answer last.
Yeah.
I'm going to answer last. You guys go first. Keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going. I'm going to answer last.
So then I randomly got an email. And I probably submitted, I've gone through their website or sent emails probably 10 times in the last year. So maybe once every 6 weeks or so. I got this email that said, it's from the woman. I don't care about saying this because I'm not performing there. And she said, hi, this is so-and-so. I sent 2 videos, I guess. I don't even know. I probably sent 4 throughout the whole year. I don't know which ones she saw. If it was the last 2 videos on my last email, then I know exactly what it was. One was from the Comedy Voice that I had in Tacoma. The other was my feature at Tony V's. And she said, she said something about while it's clear you have good stage presence and microphone technique, you did not get any laughs on your first opening joke. And and she said, I'm giving you feedback because I think it's important for people to, I don't know, something like that. And then she said, if a joke doesn't work, rework it until it works, or just take it out of your set. Like, she's giving me comedy advice, and she said, basically, you're send us another video in a few months. And I was just I sent her a message back. I was like, thanks for replying. After a year of trying, I probably won't submit again, but thanks for your time. And that's what I sent to her. But the joke she wants me to drop, she's probably thinking of the Tony V's, there wasn't a lot of laughs at the first joke, and then throughout the set, they warmed up.
Yeah. But
the other video was from Tacoma, and they laughed. So I'm like, did you even watch the video? And the joke that she wanted me to remove is also the joke that Jess Everett's that's one of the best my name jokes I've ever heard. So I'm like, this joke always makes people laugh, whether it's 3 people or 30 people.
Yeah.
You're insane. So obviously, guys, look,
It was
comedy is subjective. Comedy is,
absolutely.
Sometimes people are not in the mood to see something that day, but for her to say that material is not good when there's clearly people laughing in the video is crazy. But I get it, man. There are gatekeepers out there in comedy.
There are.
Have you had experiences with laughs?
Yeah. Boy, have I.
And we're not
Nervous
we're not,
laughter right
look,
there?
No,
I
yeah.
paid to go to a show there. They are a fine comedy club.
Yeah, they're
But
great.
and this is not even. Hi, Charlie. And trying to not push the jealousy button too much, it just seems like there are people there that don't have material as strong as mine that they book on a regular basis. So not even giving me the chance to audition is pretty wild.
Yeah. No, my experience with Laugh is a little different. I want to start this off by saying I have no ill will towards. I have no ill will towards Laughs. Because business is business. So that's where I'm.
Look, 100% comedy is
business
is all. You're not gonna have a comedy club if you don't sell tickets.
Yeah. So this is what happened. I had an issue where me and Laughs had a falling out. Many years ago, when I moved to the area, in 2019, Laughs was my go-to spot. I would show up there every weekend, and every once in a while they'd put me up on the weekend. And then then a couple of years ago, I believe it was during the pandemic, so some of the local comedians were trying to cancel the Laughs for a variety of reasons. Basically, sexual harassment. One comedian accused another comedian that worked there of sexual harassment. There was just a bunch of stuff going on, and everyone, a bunch of the local comedians were trying to cancel Laughs, and it was me and another comedian were the only ones that were trying to defend Laughs. Like we're just because in my mind it's like this is like I want to say
You're
this.
supporting comedy. You're trying to support
I was trying to say like
business, local business.
that and also too it's just like why are you canceling one of the only clubs in this like where else are you going to perform? But that's just besides the point. Like everyone to each their own. So I've always had
Standing up for comedy.
yeah. So I defended laughs and like so what ended up happening, the falling out was I was a part of a fellowship for screenwriting. It's completely separate from stand up. I was part of a fellowship through the Writers Guild Foundation, and I wrote a pilot. And then my mentor for the fellowship was just like, hey, you should do a virtual table read for your script, so that way you can hear your script out loud instead of just reading it, so you can know where the beats are, so you can see what works, what doesn't. So I casted an online table read, and what ended up happening was I ended up casting one of the comedians that was trying to cancel laughs. And I didn't think nothing of it. I didn't think nothing of it. And then there was another comedian that played another part that basically went behind my back and told the owners of Laughs Comedy Club that what I did. And then at the time I was going through some mental health shit, and like apparently they were going through a buddy of mine be like, hey, like is Mike in the right headspace, because we need to yell at him, so.
That's nice of them to ask.
Yeah, at least they asked. At least they were considerate of my mental health.
We're gonna yell. Is he okay?
Yeah, yeah. So then like it got to a point where like I was just like I understand they were upset that I quote unquote hired the enemy, but it was nothing like that. I was just trying to fucking do my script that was separate from whatchamacallit, stand-up comedy, and they got upset about that. And then they get upset like. Not to, I don't want to talk shit, like, cause I'm past it. Honestly, I'm past it.
Well, and I'm not trying to either, you know, these are too dark for me right now. I'm just saying, you guys have heard this joke. It's one of my fucking signature jokes.
Yeah.
I'm like, you're out of your mind if you're trying to tell me to drop it. I don't even feel like you even listened or you watched my set.
Maybe it's personal, man.
It is what it is. You can't. It's like what you said. Like people are in different places. You never know what mood they're at when they see your comedy. It's just keep doing you. Just keep doing.
I'm not gonna just I just don't like that. Everyone's like, yeah, it takes years to get an audition there. You just have to keep sending emails. Like that's just why.
I even went back actually this year to Laughs. I went to talk to one of the owners just to bury the hatchet, and she was appreciative of that. However, we both agree that maybe now is not the time for us to work together. So I'll give it some time. I don't know. I have no ill will towards them. Like they're doing their thing. I'm doing my thing. It's just it was just very I was just like, this is why we're not working together anymore. Because I thought it was bullshit. I thought the whole thing was bullshit, but.
That's
fair. They're entitled to, once I run a comedy club, I will hire and book and fire comics based on who they work with too. So.
Yeah. All right, man. I know you got something to say.
Okay.
What were you gonna say?
Getting into comedy clubs has nothing to do with being funny.
Yeah.
It does not. No, and it doesn't matter if it's laughs. It doesn't matter if it's club comedy/bar. It is not about being funny. And I can tell you the evidence by who's getting booked. Yeah. 100%. Don't get me wrong. There's people who are funny in there.
Yeah.
But there's plenty of people that I could rip apart. You could rip apart. Yeah. Anyone at this table could rip apart in their sleep, hands down. It's not about being funny. It's not about your jokes. It's about showing up and doing what you have to do in order to get in there. And if you don't want to do it, then you're not going to. Yeah. You're going to say, hey, thanks for your time. Peace out. I'm going to find another place. And that's just the end of it. I don't want to start in a comedy club. I want to end up in a comedy club. Yeah. Because I don't think they have anything to offer me that I can't get myself. Especially right now. We can go on tour right now. You can do shows right now. You don't, the only thing that a comedy club can offer you is more windows of opportunities to talk to people who have more opportunities for you. Yeah. It has nothing to do, and sure, you'll be getting up a little bit more frequently, but if you worked hard enough, you can get up as much as you want to.
Yeah, for sure.
So, literally, why?
Hey.
This is weird.
I think he's taking video.
Oh, it's a video?
Schrader.
Robbie Schrader.
Yeah, now I feel.
No, I feel you on that. Like,
Yeah.
I
I don't mean to knock anyone who like wants to get into a comedy. If that's what you want to do, that's what you want. But for me personally, I can get everything that a comedy club can offer me without the comedy club. So if I don't need to kiss anyone's ass, why would I?
Yeah, I think it's just one of the perks of comedy is being able to meet people that you are influenced by, and like that's what I want. I just want to be able to like meet somebody and say, hey, thanks for inspiring me and all that kind of stuff,
You will.
And I know there's certain people that perform at clubs that I would love to meet, eventually, but I'm not.
Eventually.
yeah.
Not tomorrow.
Yeah.
Not next month.
Yeah.
Eventually.
But eventually.
Look, I was feeling really bummed out about it, but then
Don't feel bummed out about that.
I did a show last night, and it was great.
Nice.
It was a fun show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, who cares?
Yeah. My whole philosophy is this: like, fuck with the people who fuck with you. Surround yourself with people who will sharpen your iron. Like, iron sharpens iron. Like, surround yourself with people who are honest with you, who are authentic, and won't like fucking bullshit you. And just focus on the craft. Focus on your jokes. Focus on just getting funnier. Like, that's all you have control over. You can't
Focus on becoming undeniable.
Yeah, like you can't control what other people. You can't control gatekeepers. You can't control bookers. You can't control what other people do. Just focus on the what you can control, which is just working and getting funnier. That's all I got.
That's right. And that comes from a 3-time Kill Tony veteran.
That's right.
Hey.
That's right.
Hey. Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, don't worry about that. Like, if someone doesn't like your joke, I don't know. Like, I did a show a couple weeks ago, and I think it was one of my dead dad jokes. And, like, if you don't like it, that's fine. Like, I get it. Like, dead dad jokes aren't for everyone. But this lady was like, weird. And I was like, I stopped the entire show. I was like, what was weird about it? Like, well, I got super fucking petty. I was like, what do you
On
mean?
stage,
like,
you asked her?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was like, what was weird about it? Like,
Yeah.
what was?
What
like,
did she say?
Like, she was like, it's their dad. He's dead. I'm like, well, yeah, dads die. That's what happens
Yeah.
to dads. And she was like,
Sure. They do
She's
die.
like,
my dad's still alive. I don't talk to him. But
I don't know, but like, I wasn't angry, but I was still kind of like, what do you mean weird? Like, if you don't like it, like, I'm okay with you. If you don't like my comedy, 100%, I'm glad that you have a disposition that you are strong enough in that you could say, I don't like that.
Yeah.
Instead of being like, well, I don't know, what's my friend think about this? Like, no, hell yeah, that's honest. You're brave.
Yeah.
You don't like my shit. Fuck yeah, it's not supposed to be for everyone. It's
Yeah.
supposed to be for someone. Maybe it's you, maybe it's not. But if you don't like it, 100%, that's tight. Cool, good luck to you.
But you
if
wanna
you just say
figure
my
out-
shit's weird,
Yeah.
that hurt my feelings.
And you want to figure out like why, right? So
Yeah.
like,
Also
yeah.
that because like it's been a
information,
solid
it's
joke. It's been in
information,
my
right?
set for like
Yeah.
years now,
Yeah.
and it's pretty fucking solid.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. I was talking to my buddy about this. Like, I'm a bit more. I would consider myself a more darker comedian.
like
So-
black.
No, well, in the summertime. But like with dark comedy, it's not necessarily about whether or not it's funny. It's about whether or not you have the crowd in a position to believe that they can laugh at something as dark as what you're giving them. Because your shit's usually dark comedy's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's not deny that. But you need to get the audience on your side
get away
so
with
they
it.
can laugh at it.
Yeah.
Whereas most comedians just like, is this funny or not? Is this funny or not? And obviously they'll get there. But like dark comedy, the trick is like I was watching the new Jesselnick special.
Yeah, I was gonna
and
say.
the beauty
Jesselnick
that he
is.
does is he continuously talks about how he's a comedian. Over and over, and he pounds that shit again and again. And I think that he does that because he wants to keep reminding the audience that he's fucking joking. Because if he didn't do that, then he'd just be some asshole going up there saying, oh, I'm this is me. And they'd be like, wait, no, I don't like that. That's dark. That's not good. We don't want that. But if he continues to go, I'm a comedian. This joke is about this. This joke is about that. It kind of separates him from the art, and they could say, well, this is just a joke, and we can laugh at it.
Yeah.
So
I literally did that on stage one time at Club Comedy. I was like, hey, I'm gonna tell some adult jokes. Is that okay with you
Yeah,
guys?
yeah,
Can we
I'll do that every once
can
in
we
a
do
while.
some, and then they were on board because I was intimidated by the whole Capitol Hill thing. Like, oh, they're not gonna like my humor and this kind of stuff. And then
that's okay.
Yeah, they will come after you.
what?
They will come after you, flaming, coming at you.
Let him. Let him.
Well, shit.
See if you can bob and weave.
97 minutes we've been sitting here, Dennis. 97.
It was a good 97 minutes. I'm glad we were able to be here.
hung in
We,
there,
we, all of us hung in there.
I don't know, what time is it?
It's like 8:50.
8:50, 8:52.
Yeah, well, let's
8:52.
wrap it up. In a minute,
Wrap it up
just so I
then.
can get all this stuff packed up. You guys got anything coming up you want to promote?
Shit.
Shows.
Trying to buy a condo right now. That's not a show, but
Mike just went to WWE with
fuck
Narn
it.
Van.
That's right.
That's a combo of guys right there. Did you guys go eat something good too?
We went to Tony V's afterwards to do a mic, and then I also bought the Kendrick Lamar ticket, so I'm good.
Hey.
Yeah. I got nothing going on.
I got shows on the 21st in where the fuck Port Moody, Canada again,
Nice.
and then I got a show the next day, also somewhere in fucking Canada, but I don't know where. So I'll be in Canada for a couple days,
Gangster.
fucking around and finding out, and then I might wait, and then I got the big California tour possibly coming up in March.
Nice.
So we'll see what happens with that.
Cool. Well, I keep saying I think we're gonna have to find like a third host here at some point because there's gonna be times where we're both not here. Because like next week, I got a show on Thursday in Tacoma, the Gory Giggles,
Nice.
and then on the 21st, this is a Saturday. I have a show with Nick Cody, another piece of mine. He's doing like a charity kind of thing there.
What a sweet guy.
Yeah, nice guy. Toys for Tots.
Ooh.
So,
Gangster.
Man, I love the host.
and then Dennis.
Ah,
We
you ever
love
need a
that, man.
backup.
I
I got
will-
plenty of host experience.
seriously.
I worked at Trader Joe's.
Yeah,
I know how
man.
to be nice.
Seriously, I will seriously consider it if you want
No, I have to.
be one of our guys. 'Cause you're
No,
a
I
good
have
guy, you're funny, and people like you. So.
Is that a reach?
But nothing to promote. Dennis is here tonight, but you guys
This
aren't
show,
going to be
sorry.
here for that. But this young man is on his way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I'm 2 years into comedy. You're
Yeah.
what?
I've like 2 years, but
2
like
years.
I took some
But
time
he
off.
took some time off, so
I'm
he's
still
a little
shaky. I'm a
behind
baby.
you.
Yeah.
I'm behind
I don't have
you
as
guys.
much.
We're all on a journey at different points of this journey.
That's right.
He's gonna be, and this is your first step, man. You're gonna feature here, then you can go feature Tony B,
Listen.
and then maybe
Comedy Central after that.
Yeah. Netflix.
The
That's
next
usually the
day.
trajectory.
Then laughs Comedy Club.
Then laugh.
then
You'll spit on laughs. I don't even need you. Toi.
You need to be on SNL, and then you can be on Laps.
There you go.
Thanks for having me.
I don't know. Anytime.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Anytime you walk in and no one else is here,
I'll take it.
Look, the podcast
that's what I do.
is always evolving. Like I said, we got the new mic covers here.
Nice. It looks good.
These are
I
cute.
told you guys missed it earlier. I'm gonna get those little microphone cubes
Okay.
that they have, like the news.
Yeah.
The cubes that you put on it.
Oh.
And I'll say Comedy Simp.
Cute.
Have that, and then I want to get a background, like a big backdrop that says like Comedy Simp or something.
Hell yeah.
Yo.
That'd be cool.
But yeah, no, it's starting to get rowdy in here, and we're gonna do some comedy. You guys excited?
Fuck yeah, bud.
Let's do it.
Well, I got nothing else to say. So thanks again for sitting down with me.
Anytime.
Thanks for sipping.
Comedy scene. He's a force to be
Bud.
reckoned. Comedy.